Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on YouTube, join our cult. Hello and welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, issue number 99.
Oh, it's 100 next week.
Put a flake in with.
Hey. I never ask.
That means, right, before we begin this podcast, I should mention that next week, the big question's down to you. The people that basically just let us know your favourite moments from the podcast, and then we'll go through some of them at the end of next week's podcast. Or like leave a comment or send them to mailbag@cultaholic.com and we'll have a right laugh.
We will. I mean, such sites as when we call people diddler, when I bust a can over my forehead, when we call people diddler.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're joined as always by the lovely Ross.
Hello, Maffew.
Star of Desert Island Graps.
Yes, I was that one time. Emotional scenes.
Yeah, it was lovely.
It was a nice conversation.
It was.
Should speak about that stuff more. Be more open and brave.
Nah, keep it closed in. Don't let anyone
Right.
in.
It was really good. You were
Yeah, you
ju-
need it.
not just the deep stuff, but the stuff about I've known you for like 4 years now, and you were coming out with opinions on wrestling that I've never heard you say before.
Like
Tom's,
what?
Tom's just like a master interviewer. Just
Just like that.
Yes.
It's like just false sense of security with Tom Campbell. He could take advantage at any moment. He is a predator.
And it's going the way we expected it to go.
He just told me outside, by the way, that Alan Robson used to fake his Night Owls ghost stuff.
You told me that.
Oh my god, it's like I just found out wrestling's fake all over again. Unbelievable. There's a video on YouTube from Halloween this year where Alan Robson's on there, and I didn't realise he looked like what he looks like these days. What's happened to Alan? No one knows what I'm talking about here. In fact, he's big in America, isn't he? Night Owls.
is it?
Yeah.
What? Really?
It was when it was on every night.
Yeah.
Aye.
Big in America. Well, if you're an American, have you heard of Night Owls? Keep it to yourself. Also, Jack
Robbie
the Jobber.
Williams couldn't crack America, but Alan Robson. I'm all right, thank you. You didn't ask, did you? How are you?
I did, but it's all getting higgledy-piggledy. And we'll know how you're feeling by how good NXT TakeOver WarGames was. Nearly stuttered. It's all right. There's a lot of wrestling to go through, so let's power through. Team Ripley. Is that what they're called, actually?
Aye.
Well,
The
whatever,
Bloody
yeah.
Rippers.
Some women defeated Team Baszler, the other women, in a fantastic WarGames match.
God, you sound like Jim Ross.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We'll look at the nationalities of the women. Yeah, I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
People were getting upset, like, damn it, why aren't the women headlining? Get the cat excited. But no, I did a really good job of stretching out two WarGames matches that were different, but in good ways.
I feel bad for Tegan. It's like, you're going to be part of the first ever women's WarGames match. Brilliant. What am I doing? Getting absolutely battered before anything's
It was
happened.
so good.
It was
because
good.
It's just like, oh, you want me now? When I asked before, and oh, now you need me. I mean, that's
Yeah.
And it was only made better by the highlight of the match. It wasn't all the action. It was Shayna Baszler immediately afterwards. Oh, it's my... Oh, I'd better run to the ring as quickly as possible.
Still lost, though. They got beaten by two
Yeah, she
women.
probably should have, actually, no. She probably don't want to watch that back. But
Did it make the others look weak, or did it just make Rhea and Candice look really brave?
Rhea Ripley's
You
the
are
strongest.
You are brave.
Rhea Ripley is a turtle.
Yes.
Basically. No, she's the strongest woman ever, isn't she? This is her brutality and all that malarkey.
yes,
I thought, yeah. Finally, Candice does. I know she had the match with EO,
she did.
but finally she did something a bit more like, whoa, hey, there's Candice LeRae, that woman that bled and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
she's done bugger all for too long, and it's a shame.
That's right.
Aye.
Also, Kaylee Ray popping
Yes.
out the horrible albatross of NXT UK from around her neck and becoming cool here by, tables. Nah,
That bit she did at the end when she jumped off the ropes, and then, was it Rhea just went, oh, yeah, fantastic.
And then Pete Dunne defeated Damian Priest and Killian Dane in, 20 minutes?
That was a long one, wasn't it?
Was it long?
And they were just killing each other.
There were only 4 matches on the show.
Yeah.
But each one got a lot of time.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed. There was a bit that I really. Oh, it was Killian Dane doing a cannonball senton onto Priest next to that one lone barricade, and it just went. Yeah, that was really good.
That one poor barrier.
Yeah.
I was asking this around the office. I need to know, Maffew. What
go
does
on.
Archer of Infamy mean? What is it? What is an Archer of Infamy?
He's an
know it-
infamous archer.
I know it says live forever at the start of his
right.
Tron in fire.
Yeah.
But what does Archer of Infamy mean?
He throws infamous arrows.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, you, what? twang, and the guy goes,
Like I like his gimmick is just man who goes out at night with the lasses in it, just goes in limos and drinks and stuff.
Pet, I'm the Archer of Infamy, me.
Just gans down to Bubbles and Ashton. Hello, I'm here. I'm Damien Priestlake. But no, then the Archer of Infamy just confuses me. They're just
Is it like
best
Soldier
not to
of
think about these
Fortune?
things.
No, it's not, is it? It's different to that. I don't know.
I mean, that's what I was going for. So, like Soldier of Fortune, but
Yeah,
not.
maybe.
I'm the tank of love.
Everyone loves doing that. Some footballers do that and stuff. It's a cool motion to do,
Yeah.
isn't it? Pretending to be an archer.
Yeah.
emissary of the Gorgonites.
Oh, yes.
Imagine if he came out
what a
next week.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Hello, lasses. I'm here for a good night out. I am Arch. Emissary of the Gorgonites.
You may know me being so infamous and all. But anyway, this match, despite the... We probably shouldn't tweet these comments. Did really well. Finn Balor defeated Matt Riddle. The battle of the two lads who can grate cheese with their abs. And
If they rubbed themselves together by the torso, would it create a fire?
in my house, yes. I'm actually gutted a bit that Matt Riddle just didn't kill Finn Balor. Finn Balor's like, oh, I thought I was just going to come along and just beat everybody because I'm up here on Raw and this is low NXT.
I was a bit disappointed.
Oh, no. And he's like,
Still.
can I leave? Tries to open the door to Raw SmackDown. The locks have been changed. He's like, guys.
It was a weird one, wasn't it? Because I was expecting Finn just to get into the spirit of NXT takeovers and go, "Whoa, let's have this fast 5-star match," but it wasn't. He was the exact opposite. He was a prick, wasn't he?
It was still good.
It was still, it was still good, but it was different.
Yeah.
really different.
Probably just had to fill the time with only 4 matches.
Yeah.
So, 5 matches count Swerve, which we will because he's friends with me on Facebook.
Oh,
Team Ciampa, as they like to be called, defeated the lads.
the lads.
And who was the secret guy? None other than Mr. Kevin Owens himself, Kevin Owens.
Nice.
He talked about this.
Right.
He talked about it in the news this week on a podcast or an interview or something. Apparently, he's got a joke with Triple H, which to me sounds like a very one-way joke. Every time he hears that someone's injured on NXT, either really or kayfabe, he texts Triple H and goes, "Do you need me?" And I bet Triple H is like, "No, we don't need you."
You know what?
But this time,
yeah, we do.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, great.
yeah, this is what.
Oh, I'll be there.
No, he was loving it. He was
Didn't
wearing.
cross the boss.
He was wearing his old.
I
Like,
love
his
that,
old
me.
merch.
Yeah, I had the old Tron as well,
Yeah.
and the old font and everything. It was old Kevin Owens. Hair like the Statue of Liberty was back. Fantastic.
Oh, did he do his hair differently?
It was like shaved high, wasn't it? And whee at the front, proper ski slope.
That's right.
2001, back again.
And who should pop up in the crowd after the final spot? But Dr. Britt Baker,
Oh my
DMD,
God,
she's a
it's
dentist.
My favourite moment of the year. Watched her boyfriend die in front of her own eyes, and she's still dead behind them. She's just like,
Oh, sad.
Wow, look who it is.
wow, what a great move.
They call her the Archer of Dentistry. Yeah, what did Triple H say? I was read a report. He said, "Oh, that was just a complete coincidence. We didn't know who it was."
I didn't know who it was, so you had to
I saw
find
that
the
around,
most
but-
concerned-looking person in the crowd. And if Britt Baker was the most concerned-looking person in the crowd, Adam Cole and Tommaso Ciampa wasted their time.
Cuts a bit big going, ha ha ha.
Because I was at home going like, why? Whoa, pulling all sorts of faces and making all sorts of noises. The way he landed on the arch of his back, horrible. Horrible.
I got scared when they started to stand up. When Ciampa started to stand up with him on his back and he was grabbing the wobbly cable, and I was just like, oh god, if they fall forwards, then at least one of them is going to die. Oh,
Can only hope. But it was
No.
only bad when they said Tommaso Ciampa only has 12 matches left in him. Or I can only wrestle 5 times a year or so. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. Well, better come off the cage.
YOLO!
But overall, I liked it.
Where
They
does
should
it
take on
rank?
side to mess up.
Where does it rank in the pantheon of NXT WarGames?
Honestly, it's so hard to rank them all because it's all like you have to only look at the negatives and balance them like that, and there's so little on these shows.
Was it last year where everyone was having the big argument about the pacing of it?
I loved
how
that
it
match
sta-
last
'cause I
year.
like the pace and how it built up.
there was
People-
tactics in that one.
Yeah,
There was the bit where they'd try to isolate one of them in one ring,
yeah.
and then the rest had to go on a mission to the other ring. And
This
that
was less
good.
tactical this year. Wasn't
This was more like the first one.
Yeah.
It was still really good.
So where does
So it's been positive,
Where does it
doesn't
it?
rank then? That's what I'm asking. rank them now.
Second.
Second.
I'd say
last-
second because the first one was the best.
Oh yeah, you like the first. A lot of people do like the first one a lot. Is that the one that Adam Cole won, basically, by being lucky?
Yes.
They all did the Tower of Doom, whatever. He was just sat in between the two rings, like All right.
Yeah,
that's
he was
fine.
straddling the thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Adam
Of course, that's
Cole
what I remember.
straddling.
Yeah, so that one, again, it was very good, but it's also like the rest of the NXT brand, NXT Raw, SmackDown brand stuff. Yay!
Yeah.
What do I care? Speaking of which, Survivor Series. Team NXT won the women's tag team. Matt, what? Who's read this? What?
Oh, I left off
won
the
women's
pre-show.
Tag match. All right, okay, threw me off. Won the women's tag match. Io and Candice returned from injury to help Ripley beat Sasha Banks.
In the end, yeah. So to avoid us having to go through every elimination, I just did a bit of that.
Natalia. Retire.
Because she's cost you the Cultaholic.
Oh my, what a tool. They've done her no favours here whatsoever, have they? Sasha Banks returned in the summer. Natalia's like, oh, welcome back, Sasha. Sasha's like, way, blue-haired people are not arseholes. Twat. Your dad's dead. Ha ha. That's what you did, basically.
That was the feud, yeah.
And then Natalia's like, yeah, Sasha, let's work together. I trust you. Yeah. And it happened. Oh,
She
it made
pinned
me.
her with a right forearm.
Yeah,
She
made
just
me
went
very
back.
angry. It did.
That was it.
Natalia
Oh,
just
dear.
retire. In the, you know, no, I don't actually mean that. You know what I mean. Made her look like a right fool.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Asuka had a little argument.
Yeah.
It was Charlotte's fault, but they played it off like it was Asuka's fault.
Yeah, they
but it was
did.
actually Charlotte's fault.
I agree
She
with that.
started it. Yeah.
But it was clear that Charlotte, we'll get onto it later, when she took the second spraying from Asuka in the hair, she held it back this time because it must have ruined it on Sunday night.
Oh yes.
Oh no! What could happen?
Um,
This was probably my favorite match of the night.
Okay, it was a good.
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, because nearly every woman got a chance to shine and look good. And
Sarah
that's all I asked.
Logan was even there.
Yeah, God.
Aye.
And this went, what, 20, 30 minutes?
40.
I know.
It was 39 minutes when it ended in the cut backstage to
Oh,
Kevin
okay.
Owens.
Jesus. All right.
Seth Rollins promo.
Yeah.
I don't trust you.
Where Rollins was like, where's your loyalty, Kevin? Forgetting about everything he's ever done in his life.
yeah.
Oh.
The seeds
You
were
could
being
tell that was supposed to
sown.
be the joke.
I know
The
it
seeds
is.
were being
It's just
sown.
he's oblivious to everything. I know that's his character now. He's just oblivious to everything he does wrong, isn't he?
And he was sowing seeds because that's what birds do. Roderick Strong defeated AJ Styles and Nakamura. The Naka to his friends. This was all right.
I realised that someone tweeted me because I said after the first match, I tweeted saying like tactics from NXT, how Io and Candice pretended to be injured and then came back. It's,
Oh, yeah,
it's
there we
almost
go.
like they're led by some kind of cerebral assassin. And then when Roddy won that one, someone tweeted saying NXT are winning by tactics. He stole a pinfall. He threw Styles out the ring and went, nah. I like Roddy Strong.
Yeah. What does cerebral assassin mean?
He thinks more.
Yeah.
And he likes Jeeps, as we'll see later on.
No, tanks, not jeeps. That was a tank.
Was
That's,
it?
yeah, remember they always call. Just because you know
because-
the most important thing that ever happened in the Monday Night Wars was
Yeah,
when
that-
DX invaded
Right.
WCW and they had that tank. It may look like a Jeep with a missile thing
Yeah,
in the
but
back,
when you
but
put
it's
the
definitely a tank.
That's the difference. You put a missile in a topless jeep and it becomes a tank.
But this one on.
They're in a modern.
But when we talk about SmackDown, which took place technically before this, when we come to that later on, that was a Jeep.
It wasn't. It was a tank. It had
No,
a,
Do you not listen?
no, it wasn't.
I'll say
It was a
again.
Jeep.
In WWE, it's a Jeep.
'98, when
It's a
they
tank, sorry.
invaded, it was a tank.
Right.
They can't be lying. They've said it's a tank every single time this thing's been brought
to us
up.
muggles here,
Yeah.
it's,
Right.
it's a jeep,
Right.
but to WWE, it's a fully fledged tank.
Right. Who are you to doubt?
What does it become? If you stick,
Commander Triple H of the NXT Army,
you stuck Leo Rush on the front, like one of those, like a logo coming out of the
like a
hood.
Garfield.
Yeah, like a fuzzy. He was the fuzzy dice of the tank.
Adam Cole defeated Pete Dunne.
Great match.
They may as well have had like NXT, watch NXT every Wednesdays, not that other show going during us, because it was the slow burning 15-20 minute match you expect from these two.
They weren't at WarGames either. Those two men didn't happen at WarGames.
What?
They just didn't happen. Adam Cole walked out, had his ribs taped, obviously, but
Oh right.
he did that once, I think. But that was all he got
Oh.
from selling. Pete
Oh,
Dunne.
Pete was selling the
kick-
knee.
Yeah, Pete Dunne sold more, even though he took less
Yeah.
of a battering at WarGames. But I forgot about all my anger when they did that finish. How would you even think of doing a bitter ending to a Panama Sunrise and then actually pull it off?
Yeah.
Unbelievable scenes.
I like the upside down super kick as well.
Yeah.
When he did his Daniel Bryan.
Imagine being able to like coordinate your body like Adam
know.
Cole. Timing. Unbelievable.
I'm
I
Peter.
literally can't. The Fiend defeated Daniel Bryan.
Nah, I didn't. Meh.
See, this being part of the Daniel Bryan, will he, won't he, kinda storyline I like. I did not like the red lighting.
No.
Still doing
It was
that.
flickering this time. They made it worse.
Good.
We thought it hit rock bottom, but it went even further. It really pissed me off.
The match was better than the Rollins matches.
It was the best Fiend match
yeah,
so
It was the
far.
best
like.
feed match. Apart from when he squashed Balor, that was great.
Oh, it's best.
But
Send him to hell.
I do have to not nominate Daniel Bryan for the Hall of Fame. I was thinking about nominating him for the Hall of Fame because he didn't do what Rollins did. I've got this indestructible monster in front of me, this ogre, as Michael Cole said. He's going to eat everyone's children if no one beats him. And he, instead of trying to hit him with every weapon, try to pin him to the mat for 3 seconds. Yeah. How you win a wrestling match. I was like, right, fair play. But he still lost, you know.
It's a cerebral assassin.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan.
Team SmackDown won the men's tag match. Oh boy. Wasn't it nice on my birthday for them to book Walter? And I was just like, God. And then I'm like, yeah, but it's it's not the real Walter. Then the crowd, Walter for. I've just remembered I'm a big Walter fan. WWE. 3 minutes past, he gets with. There we go. As someone on Twitter pointed out, he has been Waltered down on the main brand. However, the VXV and OTT and pretty much every other company, other than WWE versions of Walter, are fine. Also, take over Walter.
Yeah. You've got to wonder what they don't see that like the rest of the world sees. I know it happened to Samoa Joe last year, the exact same thing.
Was it Drew then as well?
Yeah, Drew kicked Samoa Joe in the face like early on and eliminated him. But yeah, it was baffling. Because you think about how old's Walter? He can't be that old.
He's in his 30s.
Early 30s, though, surely. You got a main eventer there for years, haven't you?
Oh, but he wants to stay in. He doesn't want to move to America, apparently.
Well, that's why, then.
I think that's why I said. They went, do you want to live in America? 9. Cool. You're out in 3 minutes.
But even like NXT.
That's how many zeros he wanted on his contract.
He must have it. He bought his last car, so on Twitter.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Was it Mercedes? I think so.
Ooh.
It had to be depending on where he's from.
Yeah, surely a BMW.
I was going to say, depending on the different regions and that. He's from Austria, but he may live
Oh,
in
he's from
Germany.
Austria, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm talking complete crap there. Anyway, moving on. What else happened in this? I did not like this anywhere near as good as the women's tag match, because women's tag match, again, apart from Natty, but like Jesus Christ wasn't wrestling.
The last third of this was electrifying, Maffew. Electrifying. Bask in his glory.
Bask in his glory.
Yeah. But did he win?
He nearly won. And Roman gave him a cool fist bump, so he's got more powers.
That means more than a victory, getting one of them off. If Roman does that to you, that's it, you made.
That's worth
Maffew,
more than the Dynamite Diamond.
Fancy a pint. Fancy a pint, Maffew.
You know what? Yeah, I feel nice about myself. Yes.
I thought he was class when he just was hitting his moves, and like Rollins looks smaller than bigger wrestlers, but he's not a small man, and he just chucked him. And I was like, whoa. And then he that spirit bomb on Roman, and Roman bounced. And I was like, make him the champion now. Yeah. He's brilliant.
And again, it's that lovely time of year when WWE is doing stuff with a guy, and you're like, is he turning bad? Or are they booking him badly? And they had Rollins pin Ali in Chicago.
Yeah.
But Roman Reigns them.
They did.
Well done.
Well, we'll talk about it later whether he's a bad guy.
Whether he is or not, yeah.
Anyway, they didn't think much of that, to be honest with you, even with Keith Lee, who I loved before this.
And Matt Riddle got a roll up on Randy Orton as well, and then immediately eliminated after that. But he got a roll up on Randall.
I'm like, all right. And it will be remembered. We've already forgotten it. Lesnar defeated Rey Mysterio Jr.
Oh, God.
I tell you, when he walked out, it's like, this is the music video package where it's like, he beat his son. He gave him the F5 with his son onto him. He did this, he beat it up. It's so personal, it hurts. And he came out with a big red nose and the clown.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what you're going for, Ray, but of all the times to dress up, like,
it was Doink, wasn't it? Come on, it was Doink.
It was Dink. So Ray comes out, and I'm like, all right, okay, not really feeling this. And then Dominic came out and was like, oh, Christ, is Ray going to win? Is this it?
I thought
This
it
is
was as well.
And he didn't.
I couldn't give
but
a
they
crap.
had me. What?
Couldn't give a crap about Dominic before this happened, but this,
Yeah.
oh, it was unbelievable. Out the chair stuff.
Yeah.
Stand up and, amazing. He's been training, hasn't he, Dominic?
He has. The big
That was
619.
Hellacious frog splash.
Yeah.
Hellacious.
And I like when he did
So fun to say these commentary phrases.
He low-blowed Lesnar so hard that Lesnar almost did like a cartwheel selling it. He was like, oh, my knackers, is what he...
My grind. Yeah, and then he didn't win. Yep.
But it was still... I still really enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it made Raw, the win on
Oh, I
Raw,
was
even
gonna say, yeah.
more, didn't it?
Get
So
to that.
long term, a day. Pumpkin.
You take what you can get. And by this point, NXT were ahead by 2 points. Or 1 point, beg your pardon. So the only possibility of the main event now was either NXT winning by 2 points or a draw of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which would have sucked.
Yeah.
So guess what happened? That's right. NXT won a thrilling 3-way that people tuned out
People
of.
really did not react to this.
But there was no if you've built the entire night as who's going to win, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, NXT have
NXT,
won,
yeah.
or it's a draw.
Yeah.
And it's never going to happen. It was,
match
anybody could have sucked here.
The match itself was a bit underwhelming. And I guess when you mix the styles of Bayley and Becky and Shayna especially, she's meant to be, that's her role, isn't it? Just to be boring and horrible and not pleasant to watch in the best way possible. But also, we're going to mention it again, it was 5 hours and 25 minutes from start to finish.
Including the pre-show.
Including the pre-show,
Yeah.
which of course you had to watch this time because it counted.
But then at the end, they're all on one win.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what you say.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as people reacted to it. It
No.
was just like you're knackered at the end of a long night, and then the styles of all three ladies was like, oh, it didn't really mesh for me.
I didn't enjoy how Becky stood tall at the end, especially with the graphic showing
Hogan
Raw had
must pose.
showing that Raw had come last on the bottom as she's going, yeah, it's like Raw 1 point, and.
But
people-
she didn't care about that. She didn't give her ballocks.
No, she didn't give a bollocks. But
Which is why we like her.
I tweeted saying like, "Wow, did they have to give Becky like the John Cena sore loser, but I'm still a babyface thing?" And then I woke up the next day and I checked my notifications and I had one reply from someone with the Becky Lynch profile picture who didn't follow me. I was like, "Oh, they've probably just found that." Then another one. Then another one. They came for me. The Becky stans came for me on Twitter. I'm surprised I'm still alive. They were all saying like they were saying stuff like, actually she's a tweener, but you do you, queen. And I was just like, I was all just like, oh my god, like they're all coming for me. I don't know what to do. Giving me loads of sass and everything. I was like, I'm not ready for this level of
You're
sass.
sipping from the wrong cup of tea, sister.
Yeah, it's all this sort of
Is that
stuff.
why you ended work with like the shades and the hoodie over you, looking over your neck? Oh, I don't blame you now.
The Becky Brigade jumped me on the way to work.
Do you reckon there's any
We're the submission sorority. I had the middle-aged women who were Roman Reigns stands, and they were not pleasant. I think of a scare. Now I've brought them up, they're going to be on me. I thought Roman Reigns was really good at Survivor Series. There you go. And segueing that into news, Mauro Nerl and Corey Graves,
God.
who made what kind of mistake was made?
It was a grave one, Maffew.
Was it?
Oh no, or just a massive arsehole one.
Maybe.
Made himself look like a massive arsehole.
I think that's just as catchy.
Not
that
for
one.
the first time. You're
gonna do it?
You're a massive arsehole, Corey.
with a massive arsehole with his hair.
Just is poking out.
Moving on. Yeah, so Corey Graves tweeted and he later said and apologised in his podcast, listened by dozens and dozens of people, insomniacs mainly. And he said that he was trying to get in the spirit of things of all the commentators going at each other.
But was he?
No, he wasn't.
But
Do
no
you
one
not think-
else.
do you not believe
but
it?
No one else joined in. So it's like, come on, guys, F him. Guys?
And if it was that, you wouldn't go in like he did with legitimate
You'd be like,
criticism.
our
You'd be
lads are going to batter your lads, and I could batter you too, Mauro.
Yeah.
That's the sort of way you'd have gone about
your
it.
toupee's looking a bit faker than usual, Mauro.
Yeah.
Stuff like that doesn't really matter. That doesn't really hamper a...
Did I say Maffew there?
I
feel
don't
batter
know.
you
said
too,
Mauro.
Maffew.
You said
Is that
Mauro,
Mauro?
yeah.
You did say tomorrow.
That's all right. Sorry, I felt like
Our references are from the same scale.
But I think Tom summed it up best on the news the other day, and he was like, if someone had a broken, one of your colleagues at work had a broken leg, you wouldn't kick them or kick out their crutches from under them.
Yeah.
That's basically
Great
what Corey's
football
done.
skills from Moro.
It
But
was,
but people, I didn't think there would be that much on it because, wow, Corey Graves gets drunk and tweet, wow, must be Wednesday. But then Morrow wasn't on the show. And I do think it's, I'm going to be the voice of stupidity here. Last time we did this, it was Morrow JBL, and people said, oh, JBL's doing this and this. And then Morrow, I think we went off Twitter for a bit, or took some time off, or didn't do SmackDown anymore. And he went, no, it had nothing to do with JBL.
Did Mauro himself say that?
I believe the quote was, I'll check after we cut, make sure I'm not an idiot, I'll apologise and have it cut out. Morrow said, no, it wasn't JBL that did it. Thank you for showing concern or whatever, but I appreciate it. So Morrow hasn't actually said, yeah, it was that damn dirty Corey Graves diddler.
But Frank Shamrock did, and that's Mauro's friend and agent.
How nice was that? Frank Shamrock's like, do you want to shut up, pal? Or
Yeah.
what was the tweet? It
I'll
was,
smash your face in.
Basically, yeah.
what was it like? How about you say it to his face or whatever? Like,
Yeah. What was it like? Social media's
Oh,
giving
that was-
the,
yeah,
the
that was it,
people
yeah.
the power to criticise or whatever without taking a punch in the face.
yeah.
I'll smash your face in, Corey.
Do you think it was whatever? Frank Shamrock. I apologise for the comments. So, and it is funny, almost like Corey Graves criticising Morrow. Corey Graves has been commentating for 4 years full time. Morrow's been commentating since he was like 12.
Yeah.
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 Was it Stampede? Somewhere in Canada.
Yeah, something like that.
I saw a great tweet that you liked. It popped up on my feed because you
no.
liked it.
I hate that people can see what I like.
No,
it's a
just-
while till I figured that out.
Just about Corey Graves' brand of commentary, how like he is what you get when you're like a massive fan of like your great heel commentators, but you don't really understand what made them great.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he's trying to be Heenan, but without the
Trying
nuance.
to be Heenan, but like he didn't realise what made Heenan great, and it was the bounce off of Monsoon. Because Graves doesn't bounce off of anything. He is a brick. Try and bounce him off Renee, just flattens.
Ow!
Renee. Yeah.
I
Try
thought
and
that
bounce him
I
off.
thought the mic.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
You sold that marvelously. That was
Great
brilliant.
comedy acting.
Shades
Yeah.
of the Khan again. Now you try to bounce him off Byron. Byron crumbles under a brick. Yeah.
So the message is don't throw bricks at Byron.
Yeah, don't transform Corey Graves into a brick and throw him at people.
Okay.
Or Corey Graves could just play along with his colleagues rather than just go, no, you're stupid, you. Shut up.
Right.
Look at me criticising the commentator.
You were commentator of the year, don't you? You were commentator of the year.
El Ligaro. Who? Oh,
That wasn't
classic
him.
moments.
That wasn't
I was-
Ross.
I don't know if that's something
Oh,
else.
right.
We had to do that twice.
Also news, Bobby Fish injured on NXT.
Did you see it?
I did.
Bloody hell.
God, Keith Lee.
Of course you saw it. I showed you it. It was me who showed it. Sorry. Yeah.
Lifted
Well,
him.
I haven't seen it yet. have I?
Yeah, well, I'm
Oh.
dramatically... Instead of, having the thumbnail and zooming in the footage, as some people on YouTube do, we'll just demonstrate here. I'm Keith Lee, obviously. So there's some resemblance.
That's Bobby
And he
Fish.
throws him outside to
Kyle
O'Reilly. And he kind of catches him, but his head kadonks off the floor.
Oh.
That's a technical term.
And then he immediately goes like that and sits up with his eyes open. And Nigel's there his knee hit the floor. You can see in his face. He's realised immediately what's happened. He doesn't realise anything. Fish is just
dear.
whoa. But apparently he was walking around afterwards and chatting to people backstage and stuff. So he's not in a really, really bad way, but he did have to be replaced in the match. So
That's a shame.
hopefully he's not concussed.
Roderick Strong with his jeans and his arsehole.
Yeah, it's Calvin's. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he
So-
he filled in.
Twit.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that compliment. Any other news? God, there's probably loads, but all I can think of is effing brand supremacy.
Yeah, wrestling, yeah. It's been all wrestling this week,
everywhere.
hasn't it? Yeah, it's everywhere.
Oh, Batista and Dana Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, the match made in heaven.
The match made
yeah,
in heaven,
and,
the match made in hell. That's it. I can't remember what the match made in hell was.
Oh, it was...
Oh, Zeus and...
No, that was...
Seth and Twitter.
yeah,
Corey
yes.
and Twitter.
You know what? That's way better. That's way better than what we're going to say. So,
No, but just to bring this up, I'm not going to name names, but certain quarters of this office thinks it's just a work
Ooh.
to get Dana Brooke more over and more popular. Thoughts?
If it works, then fair. If she comes out riding on his shoulders, right on his
nah,
shoulders,
I mean...
like Finn Balor and and
Luchasaurus.
Fale. Yeah, like Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. If he walks out with her and she's all healing it.
she will have him.
Yeah, well,
see
yeah,
what she
all
can
that
squat.
way, all that way around, yeah.
That's what Dave wants to see.
But
He wants to see a squat in his gym. What was the other stuff they've been doing?
like
Abs.
Look at what else was it? He did a gif of himself tearing his t-shirt off.
The picture he put with his car is the kind of content I like to see on Twitter.
Hey,
Old crooner Dave. I hope they have a happy life together. I really do. Is she not going out with that basketball guy anymore then?
what basketball guy? Was she
And
on
his
basketball?
Cantor was
Oh,
it?
was she?
Yeah.
God, she's tiny. Like height-wise, she's obviously really strong. God. Anyway, not in a sexual way, Matthew.
No, you are. You're trying to figure out how they fit together,
No, I
how
wasn't.
they intertwine.
I wasn't. I just meant how do they go shopping together and how do they give each other a little peck on the cheek and that.
Step ladder.
I'm assuming she's not with him anymore.
Yeah. You'd be good if you're Ennis Cantor and watching that
Go
play
on
out on
Twitter.
Twitter. Because to be fair, Batista, not many people are going to out-muscle Batista in that kind of situation, are they?
No.
She might. When they meet up, it's going to be like the handshake scene from Predator. Dana! You son of a bitch! We do it.
God, the drinking that I was scared. Right, sorry, we can do that again. Right, go on.
One take Arnie.
Right, all right, go on.
Dana!
You son of a bitch.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
I did promise I'd check if Morrow didn't blame JBL. I lied. I'll just assume I'm correct. Time for the Hall of Fame.
Egotistical arsehole.
And descending order from last week. Christian Atsu.
Ascending order.
Every
I
week.
thought it was just a
No,
bit...
hang on,
I
descending.
I said,
No,
I try to say condescending order. And I fanny
Sorry,
it up
I-
every time.
It's ascending. I just thought it was a bit you do now because you
He
got it wrong
he
so
does,
much.
but he didn't this time.
Now try to say someone else and messed it up.
Anyway,
That'll be left in. Christian Atsu, 7%.
7.
Devastated.
7. Yeah, sorry, Bob. Tommy the Turtle, 42%.
That was a brave effort from Tommy.
That's the second time we tried to get Tommy the Turtle in. I was unsuccessful. That was higher up than I managed.
As I said to you, though, it might have been a tougher week. And you can't complain about fan bias because you won this week if you read out your...
I'm so proud of Tommy the Turtle. He's getting better every week.
He is, yeah.
Gives us one episode of The Apprentice, and it's going to live on forever. But the winner, in descending order, David Arquette going to promo school against Booker T. 50%. Thank you. 50% of people agree with me that David Arquette was way more exciting than CM Punk. Money well spent, Fox. Could have had him for a sandwich. Anyway, that was my pick. Oh, I have to go first, won't I?
Yeah.
We're nearly 100 episodes into this. And there's many people that we need to thank and appreciate a Cultaholic who have put up with us being a bit crap to begin with. Now we've hit our stride. I can even say words correctly sometimes. But I would like to thank, and I think it's appropriate to put in the Hall of Fame pick for next week, our boss, Adam Pacitti, but that gif where he's sucking cock.
Okay, yeah, that's a good shout.
Spunky cock dance.
Pacitti.gif.
It's called the Spunky Cock Dance.
That's
his name.
The
He's
Spunky
trademarked
Cock
it,
Dance.
You gotta get your hands warmed up.
He does in like a...
I've never seen the full version.
Yeah.
It's a full routine.
Yeah.
What was the context for it?
It's just something he does in the Isle of Wight, I think.
Wait.
I've got no idea. I don't know where it came from. He's been around for years.
He did it quite a lot when he was the heel GM in WCPW.
Did he?
He said that he wanted...
It's the heel GM.
He said that he tried to do it when he was in the Rumble match and Drew McIntyre and Spud powerbombed him. They gave him like the shield bomb. And
He tried doing that in
he
front
tried
of
to
Drew
do that at the
McIntyre.
top.
Spud.
Well, no, Drew wouldn't have seen because he was on top, but he couldn't quite do it in time. He just,
Bloody true. Okay, so yeah, that's my pick because that's it. That's his legacy. Doesn't matter what he does here, or his
He's got
big
a lot of-
sign with the going on this morning,
the
whatever.
girl of his dreams.
Yeah, that'll fade.
The
Fish.
sign.
The fish. You love it. You love it.
Octopus.
You love it. You love it. That'll all go, and he will be remembered forever. He is immortal now in the world of the internet, as long as gifs exist for Spunky Cock Dance.
Yeah, fair
That's
enough.
called.
Well, your arse
What is it
licking has
called?
ended this week's Hall of Fame. What's the point?
No, he wasn't licking his arse.
He was.
nominated the Spunky Cock Dance.
No, you were nominating Adam Pacitti, weren't you?
Well,
That was
Adam
supposed to be the
Pacitti Spunky
joke,
Cock
like,
Dance.
oh, he's such a good guy, Spunky Gif.
Yeah.
That we've all done about
I
5
thought you were
times.
doing
now.
some shameless arse licking.
Arse
you
licking,
got to do it sometime,
dick
haven't you?
dancing. We do it all here at Cultaholic. Ross, what's your pick?
Trying to go last since I was last week, because I was just...
Whatever you want.
Oh,
Jack, what's your pick?
All right.
So, in a sort of ironic way, because he's lost me £3, I'm going to go for Ian Wright. Because I won a bet, right, on some sporting contest. And I checked my Sky Bet account months later. I was like, oh, I got a tenner in there. No, I had £13 in there. So I thought, you know what, I'll take 10 out. I'll take 10 out for myself. And I'll just put the other 3 on just another bet, try and make some more money back. Had a look at the I'm a Celebrity odds. I don't watch I'm a Celebrity. I haven't watched it for years. But I saw like the contestants went down the thing, and I was like, well, no, they're quite controversial. I don't know who they are. They're probably not that well liked. Oh, Ian Wright, beloved ex-footballer and pundit. And he just seems like just a hilarious, happy-go-lucky, charming man. That charming man. And I thought, I'll put £3 on him because he was 12-1 or something. I was like, bang. I should have realised that odds are there for a reason. And then I came to the office, told everyone, and just heard Ross behind me go like, he's been bullying people. So you sent me a link or something.
Well, there's a bullying controversy at the minute with
But then you
Ian
told me
Wright.
what it was, and I agreed with Ian Wright.
I agree with Ian Wright, because from what I saw, and I've got to be honest, at the time I wasn't watching with all my attention. So this is what I saw.
Oh no! If Ian Wright has been a horrible,
I know if he
person,
has been,
I
I
don't
do
want
apologise.
Yeah.
What I saw was an Irish comedian went and did a Bush Tucker trial, got 10 stars, I believe, or was it 12? It was 10 or 12. He did well.
Not Melter Stars, then.
No. He came back to the camp, and they've all been given chores to do by the leader, James Haskell. He's the leader of the camp.
And former England rugby
and
captain.
former- yeah. So his duty was to do something like wash the dishes or something. But he said, I've got 10 stars at 12. I'm going to go for a lie down and shirk my responsibilities in the camp. And Ian Wright, being a team player, he was like, when you're in a team, you don't shirk your responsibilities. You do them. You know, you can't. He was sending it in a different direction. He was like, you don't achieve success and then go and lie down. You achieve success and you want more.
Oh.
Or something like that. He was getting all inspirational. So you had to go at this Irish comedian, Andrew, I think his name is. And yeah, that's where the bullying. But it's not the first time they've had a bit of a run in.
Oh,
So it's
no.
like it's sort of the latest and the longer.
So I just assumed when I saw the list of people who were going into that jungle I thought Ian Wright would walk it.
So would I. But it turns out that Ian Wright is a worky ticket, I think Geordies would call him. He's got a short temper. He kicks off all the time. He did a trial, what day is it? Wednesday night is where I sat here. Last night. He was in the dark and he had to feel around for stars, and he only got 6, him and James Haskell. So he came out and he threw his helmet on the floor. He was gutted. He goes and he was
in front of Ant and Dec.
In front of Ant and Dec.
Whoa!
They're too pure to see a grown man throw his helmet on the floor.
Was it like the getting thrown in the ring up on a tag titles?
Tonga.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Wasn't quite as impactful as that one. He's a very short-tempered fella who was. He's a bit. Yeah, I don't know if it's the pressure of the jungle's making him crack or whatnot, but you know.
So my pick, in a sort of ironic way, because he's cost me £3, unless he pulls off a miraculous victory, is former Crystal Palace and Arsenal striker Ian Wright.
And Chicken Tonight spokesperson.
Yeah.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
One feels like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
Forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm.
When one has chicken tonight, you don't just rest, you want more chicken tonight. Very nice.
Like, how many stars you've got? Right, Ross.
I'm going for Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, wrestling pick.
Wrestling pick. But it doesn't matter. Adam Pacheet's going to win, isn't he?
This might have been
No.
the one that I didn't nominate. You might mention it now, the thing.
Well, me and Tom were doing the reactions, and Tom just started singing the song.
Oh, yes. That.
Don't you? You know the one Tom's retweeted every minute of every day since.
I may have seen this once or twice on Twitter.
But Keith's going in because he saw it and he liked it. He compared it to his name being shoved into Hey Jude and something else. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, that'd be the friggin' Ogdens. So the fans that go around certain UK scenes.
Oh. But it's been interesting because a lot of people have reacted negatively to me and Tom sat there having a beer and a good time.
Who?
Disco Inferno, right?
Hey, Disco Inferno.
Glenn Gilbert.
Who has just achieved his aim, I think, since I mentioned his name on our podcast now. You know, just wants a bit of... That's what they do, these old fellas.
I know,
don't
but
they?
then you had loads of people. I don't know who, in this day
It
and
was
age...
Matt someone who was like...
disrespect to Disco Inferno, right? But who in 2019's going to bravely defend Disco Inferno from... Like, I replied, having a go at Disco Inferno, not having a go at making a point. And so I had people jumping in being like... Oh, you're now you. Disco Inferno? I'm like, well, shut up, man.
Don't want to say but you know, Disco's got 20-odd thousand followers. We're sat here with, you know.
Don't bring that in. Oh.
They said Disco's dead.
Why is he acting like you and Tom reacting to wrestling? Is wrestling? Why was he like, this is the next evolution of wrestling?
Yeah.
No, it's not. We never claimed that.
Yeah, then we had some other guy, Matt.
You're in wrestling?
Yeah, Matt somebody.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, we're in the business.
You're in the
brother.
biz?
We're in the business.
Definitely not in the business. We are clowns on YouTube and nothing more. So just people were upset that me and Tom were sat there with a beer having a little sing-song. Like, literally, really upset at the sight of me and Tom having a good sing-song.
But Keith Lee wasn't upset.
Keith Lee wasn't, though, so he's getting the whole thing.
Oh, so the person who's making money in wrestling nowadays was all right with it, but Mr. Disco Inferno was upset.
Fever.
Oh.
And then people were just like, I saw, because I got mentioned, a few that were just upset that, like, we have such a following that we do and stuff like that, and they were bringing our... like it was weird how it turned out, because it's just too... If you don't like the song, fair enough, but like there was the concept of two grown men sitting there having a beer, watching the wrestling, having a sing-song that upset people.
Can you sing Keith Lee to Disco Inferno's theme song? Keith Lee Fever, Keith Lee Fever, Keith Lee Fever. Yeah. Never mind that. What did Glacier have to say?
Did Glacier have a say?
Yeah. What else was there? What about
Oh right.
Mortis. Rest
He's not doing much nowadays.
Rest in peace, Chris Tan.
Trying to think of a WCW. What about Ice Train? What did he have to say about it?
I was going to say as well, the other thing that Keith Lee did this week that was really impressive. Have you seen it yet?
The GIF, yeah, I've seen the GIF. Adam Cole
Tries to do a run-in, and Keith Lee's on the run.
Yeah.
And he pounces him into a set of normal fans. normal hench fans in black t-shirts.
Normal hench fans who have no interest in being on YouTube or seeing songs. How it should be.
And they all do a big spit. But it's just the way that Cole just flies. It's so good.
I did see that.
One of the replies to the GIF on Twitter was he's just got DJ Jazzy Jeff when Uncle Phil throws him out the house. And,
there we go.
It's so good. Yeah, liked it.
Oh, I've just seen, Wildcat Willie, the WCW cat mascot, has also said that he also doesn't approve of the video.
As long as Ernest the Cat Miller's all right with it, I'm fine.
Horace Hogan could not be reached for comment.
He's related to Mike Awesome, you know.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I found this out a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Can't
Mysteriously, Mike Awesome pinned Hogan clean in 2000. Like, my God, how's that happen? He must be a big... Oh, he's ready to... Right. Silly Hogan.
Aye, but even though me and Tom are embarrassments to British people, I saw that a lot.
The dog, surprisingly, defended you guys. It's naming all the back. Big Al is still getting his beard cut with Tank Abbott, so...
Aye, even though
I
me
love
and
this,
Tom...
his name in Russell Crap.
I didn't understand it. Because if I saw someone chatting, I just think, oh, I don't like that chat really, but yeah, I'll move on with my day.
Oh, sorry.
Embarrassment to British people.
God.
Sorry, the Yeti. Says
No,
he
the
liked
Yeti would
chant.
like, yeah.
Also, he can be booked at the night. He just want to book him. Sorry about that.
Keith Lee, because he replied and he liked it, so good on Keith.
Yeah.
But someone did reply. Someone replied to Keith's reply to us. I've got myself in right.
It's great, this.
Aye,
The thread.
Keith watches Cultaholic. Whoa. And he replied, what is Cultaholic? I've only seen this.
Very
It's going so well to that point.
Keith Lee was booked in WCPW. He's not been following the whole career path since
I watched
then.
him. Was it him? No, it was
Ricochet, him and Ricochet.
Him and Ricochet, wasn't it?
I was stood next to Evan Bourne, and Evan Bourne was probably getting into it. He was going, kick his ass, Ricochet, while he was shilling his merch. It's great.
And speaking all philosophically.
He was a weird man. Evan Bourne, he put me on edge a bit.
Yeah. You've seen his shoot interview where he says, I went to the jungle and I came out and I think I'm a jaguar. I think he's just basically outed himself as a furry.
I did an interview with him, and he kind of tried to be... He was healing it up at the time, but he was kind of a dick to me.
I think he just likes people so much
It's
that he
like
has
me.
to hide it.
All right, yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Maffew.
there you
Cheers.
go.
Mate. I think he was healing it up. Don't be sorry, Matt, Evan. If you want, he's not going to be what I'm talking about.
I love talk. Yeah, you guys.
Wrestlers gather
Hard Body
around backstage.
Harrison.
And
Also, he's in jail, so never mind.
so yours is Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Mine is Ian Wright. Ian Wright,
Mine
right.
is Lenny Lane. Oh, no, sorry, you come with this one. Mine is Pacitti.gif. Not Adam Pacitti, the person. No.
Right.
Do not get confused, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very easy mistake to make. Pacitti.dick.gif.
Spunky Cock
Dick,
Bands.
spunky cock gif.
Is that how you
That
want it
one.
listed in the thing?
We'll put Spunky
I want
Cock
it listed word for word with hyphens.
Adam, because I'm the one who doesn't now. I upload the Patreon polls, mate. I've been
Whoa,
given more
do you?
responsibility in my job.
That's nice.
Aye, so what do you want written down?
What, the thing to nominate?
In the poll, yeah.
Stevie Ray. No. Spunky. I've got to stop saying this over and over again. Jesus Christ. Pacitti.gif.
Okay.
Pacitti dog
Because I
gif.
think people know what we mean by now.
No, people will definitely know Spunky Cock
But there's
Dance.
two in there. There's two gifs. There's him. It's him doing the thing on the intro I did with him for the TLC. And there's him with the fish, isn't there? With the neck thing he does. I don't understand. how
Oh,
he does
yeah.
it.
Oh, no. I don't like that one.
So you want cock.gif.
You have to differentiate between the Pacitti gifs. There's such a variety.
Yeah.
I want the Pacitti cock gif.
Yeah, right. That's,
Yeah.
that's
And if you like to nominate any of these spectacular, full of effort picks,
Ian
you
Rice
can,
got
of
loads
course,
of
go to
goals.
Ross, because he runs it now, at...
Patreon.com/Cultaholic. I don't know why I put such enunciation into Cultaholic.
No, that was perfect.
Cultaholic.
That was
WWE.
perfect.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This week in wrestling.
And thanks to Jen for that, by the way. And before we move on, she talked a massive
Jen!
game.
Dear
She
God.
talked
That's
the biggest
right.
game.
What do we know Jen from? She sometimes comes here, doesn't she? and
sometimes
does some
does videos
stuff,
and that, yeah.
and arrives all full of this.
Are we going out tonight? Is it going to be a proper night out? We're going to get rat-arsed, mate.
That might be my fault, that. Because
Was
we
it?
we went to obviously me, you and her were in here for a bit, drinking the bookie and all that malarkey. When
Bottle
everyone
of
else had
boogie
gone to the
bigger
pub.
than her, by the way.
And then we went to the pub down the road here, and when the three cabs were needed,
I was in cab one.
2 cabs had left. This was after Adam Pacitti had bought everyone a Sambuca and or tequila.
That's right, and another cab to pick up Jen's talking, I believe. Come on.
So cab number 3 was myself, Jen, and Richard. I saw 3 people left at the table. I had my first beer at midday that day. I was gone, me.
Yeah.
But you didn't go... Yeah, carry on.
But I went to the bar and ordered £18 worth of shots.
What?
So yeah, me and then Richard, who I bought, I believe, 2 Samuel Bukas for. Richard didn't have his. So I had Richard's.
not?
I had 4 more on top of the shot, on top of the pint, on top of the... So Jen had 2 tequilas, I think.
She was trying to match you then.
Yeah.
Right.
Boy, yeah, because I was a disgrace at that. I can't remember
She
the meal.
left-
Yeah, but you carried it well.
Did I?
by like sodding off and making people like, you all right? Yeah, let's go over
She
there.
left in the middle of the golf round claiming that she was going to drop off her bag at the hotel.
That's what she. Because I was a bit concerned, mate. Because
I was.
the lady disappears.
We turned around after I took my shot. I was like,
Oh, she's gone.
huh?
Yeah, we went to Ghetto Golf. It's a very nice place.
Ghetto Golf was
I'd
class.
like to put
Yeah.
these guys over, probably should put the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, but apparently Jen, we couldn't find her and asked the desk, look, I'm not be funny, can you go to the women's toilets and ask if Jen's there, just sell, Jen, whatever. And she went, oh, was she wearing, yeah, that was her. And she went, oh, we got her a taxi because she was out of it. And we're like, thank you very much for doing that. And we're like, oh, she's safe, that's great.
I found
Ha ha, it's not even 8 p.m.
last week. I sincerely hope we're having a proper night out next week. I think enough of us will be gay. I am. Good man. I'm on it. On. And then one of us better end up in jail. That's how much she talked.
Cultaholic jail.
Aye. But no, it was a good laugh when you were here, Jen, to be fair.
Oh, we loved having you.
Maybe next year you'll be fine.
Yeah. I think she had to get home to go turn into a pumpkin. Anyway, this week in wrestling. God,
She would turn up. You've mixed up the fairy tale a bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
The carriage with the Uber would turn into a pumpkin.
No, I've read it right.
All right.
This week in wrestling, SmackDown.
It's weird doing this. But I'm sorry about the way I've ordered this, but
Oh, yeah, right.
SmackDown obviously happened before
Just pretend.
Takeover and Survivor Series.
Wrestling's fake.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because I didn't watch this anyway. Corbin and Roman argue over who's in charge. Oh, did I miss this? The locker room respect Roman because he's handsome and cool.
That's
okay,
basically-
I haven't missed this description though.
basically-
Well, you know about
subject.
Corbin's the most handsome man in the
Oh, of course he is.
WWE.
That's right.
Vince fancies him.
He's only human. The women's team go to the ring and are met by the Raw and NXT teams. Sasha, Charlotte, and Rhea have a match which Rhea wins.
It was a clever pinfall. She snuck.
Oh, I saw that.
She
on,
snuck.
actually,
Yeah, Charlotte had Sasha in the figure eight. Sasha. Yeah, Charlotte had Sasha in the figure eight. Rhea shimmied underneath. Quick roll up. Yes.
Yeah, shades of was it Curtis Axel?
Oh,
Who pinned-
He went on top, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Yes, he pinned. Yeah, I know. Right. Daniel Bryan calls out the Fiend, but The Miz answers. Oh dear.
I came to play.
They have a match until Bray arrives and knocks out Bryan with the mandible claw.
It was a bit. I missed off. Oh no, that was on Raw. Sorry, carry on.
Almost like though The Miz coming out and helping Daniel Bryan to an extent, because those two hate each other.
Well, he
but
slapped him.
together they are united against the Fiend.
But now, the Miz was a bit of a dick this week, to be honest.
Well, you know.
Was there a bit this week where the Miz was like, "You've got to end the Fiend, Daniel Bryan, for the safety
That
of
was
my..."
at Survivor Series.
That's why I said. That's why I said that the ogre is going to eat all of our children.
Yeah.
He said you've got to keep my family safe.
What was that about?
I don't know. Because he's going to take over the world.
And then Bryan went, shut up, Miz. It's like, look, if you can't beat him, I've got no chance.
Yeah.
Roman, Ali, and Short G beat Corbin, Rude, and Ziggler in a main event 6-man tag. Team Raw arrive and everyone brawls. NXT come along in it. It says GP
Sorry.
for
It
some
does say,
reason.
yeah.
He'll learn eventually. It was a tank.
Yeah.
I just the how everyone was just walking down the sides, and obviously there was storming the arena. They must have met somewhere in Chicago and then made their way to the arena. So I'm just picturing just the tank going at 2 miles an hour, so everyone, the lads down the side can keep up. It was just it was an idea that worked better on paper, I think, from Eyeball Paul.
Yeah, it was. I looked at it and laughed.
It was hilarious, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That is the best pantomime side of professional wrestling. We saw the bad bit with Corbin and the dog and whatnot and the poo bags. But that was the best. That was fantastic.
That's what Corbin should have done. Oh no, they've arrived! Quick! And they'll start throwing dog over the wall like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I watched my first match with Mark Andrews instead on YouTube. That's a new series where Mark Andrews and fans and fellow wrestlers watch their first matches and they laugh at each other.
It
about how
was
bad
so
they were.
good.
Yeah,
it's
I
when
think
he's
really
like,
good.
it's Kid Lightning versus the sadistic psychopath. Guess which one I am, guys?
so good. They are funny.
Yeah.
The good kind of funny, not the dog poop kind of funny. Monday Night Raw. Oh, speaking of... Seth Rollins holds a meeting to find out why Raw lost at Survivor Series. He runs down everyone, they all walk out, apart from
predicted it.
Kevin Owens, who stuns him.
I predicted it, Maffew. I said,
Go on.
I tweeted like on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Raw better open with Rollins having a meeting to work out why Raw didn't burn it down. I felt
Well
scared.
done.
I was scared of myself. Couldn't believe it. It didn't go down quite the way I thought. I didn't think he'd be acting like a dick, though. I thought he'd be just an earnest babyface. But no, I enjoyed it. He was running people down. Not his own girlfriend, fiance. She didn't have anything to say about her.
She
losing her
wasn't
match.
there.
She lost her match. He had to go to the Authors of Pain. They didn't have a match. Dick.
Yeah.
The Viking Raiders was just stood there. You all let Raw down.
Yeah.
You dropped the ball. And then they were just stood there.
They won.
Yeah.
His Twitter profiles come to life.
So was this a joke on the locker room meeting held by the locker room leader that Meltzer said, and everyone went, "That didn't happen. AJ Styles is the locker room leader. Seth Rollins isn't."
No,
and he did the rah-rah speech.
I was shocked
Well, he did
with
do the rah-rah speech. That's just how he talks.
I was shocked we didn't hear Rollins say rah rah. Like, 'cause I got that sort of
Really?
little nod to that fake news.
I think that's why they all walked away, because he was just going, rah, 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 rah. And that's to me nothing. Yeah, so I like it, though, because they're embracing, all right, look, Seth's about as likable as Crotch Rot. Let's have him come out and try and get this part of the character where he's that one guy who you work alongside him at work, and it's not really a job you're going to give your life to, but he's like, come on, guys, our boss is working very hard. Why don't we show him appreciation? You're like, why don't you die and leave me alone?
Why don't we nominate him for the Hall of Fame? Shut up, Maffew.
Wow, have you
No, I'm
seen
joking.
the stock and shares of... Go away. I think we should get our bosses a big card saying how we should work even harder during the... Shut up. Go, leave me alone, you little leech.
Kevin Owens.
Have you ever worked with somebody like that? You don't have to name names, sorry, that wasn't the point. But like that guy who was
Not that
like...
I could, oh yeah, in my before I got into the biz. Yeah, I did.
The disco biz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Yeah, Seth's the company man, and you can't be. I love Raw. I love the Raw brand. Do you? Why don't you marry it? Lashley takes on Titus, but Rusev runs in. Ooh, violating his restraining order, so he can't come within 90 days, miles, weeks, sausages of Lana. And then the police arrive to arrest him, but he runs and shoulder tackles Lashley off the stage.
I enjoyed that bit.
He went too far in Jerry Lawler's opinion, though.
Oh.
Well, he would know about going too far, wouldn't he, ladies and gentlemen? So what were you saying?
Allegedly.
Oh, just while we're talking about Jerry Lawler, did you hear him at Survivor Series
Is
when?
some stuff going to get cut out?
No, when Nigel went like, Roddy Strong had a very difficult upbringing in life, brought up in a Florida trailer park, and then Lawler seemed to think that was just his gimmick. He was like, I hope he had a double wide, huh? And everyone's like, he's not Heath Slater. Like, what are you doing?
He's like, aha, bumpkin.
Yeah,
Thanks,
basically,
pal.
yeah. And he started, and you got Roddy Strong, who looks really cool and handsome and that. He's not like a comedy guy like Heath is.
He had a great
Roddy,
weekend.
the slack-jawed yokel,
Yeah,
the hot
but
tag.
yeah.
No, Lola, no.
Most vocal never read at home. Then again, some vocal.
He did have a great weekend, though. Was it on Raw when he tried to do that zinger when he was like, Charlotte Flair's dad, Rick, is now looking down on her. What was at Survivor Series was looking down on her. Now Vic was like, she's not dead. She's not dead. He was being condescending.
Yeah, I meant he condescended. Lawler's material go down so well on
Dear
Raw.
God.
You know, there's only about 30 generations between him and the rest of the
I
audience
forgot
watching, so.
to put, but there was that match as well with Charlotte and Asuka with the mist, and I was glad to see that Asuka won. Good stuff.
Wait. No.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember, kids, it's the first wrestling show. If you get caught spraying the mist, it's a DQ. But if the referee sees the aftermath of the mist, that's okay. That could have been anything.
Yeah.
Bloody fans throwing stuff in the crowd. Also, sorry, I can't talk today. Today, Styles is set to take on Carrillo, but the OC...
Today! What a great...
That was me trying to do a soft reset. I'm like, no, reset too hard, Matthew. Just go read this. Styles is set to take on Carrillo, but the OC beat him up before the match. Ricochet, Drew, Ray, and Orton all challenge AJ. So they have a fatal four-way to determine the new number one contender, which Ray wins.
Oh, yes!
Didn't even mention that, did we?
Randall.
No, we didn't.
There we go, we mentioned it.
Machete.gif. Cradling Ricochet. Ray takes on Styles. The OC try to get involved, but Orton helps Ray win new US champion. This took about, 40 minutes altogether?
It was good, though, wasn't
And
it?
it was pretty friggin' all right, even if you ignore the fact that... Wait, hang on. Wasn't AJ feuding with Carrillo? Was there some build-up there? And wasn't Styles doing this exact same thing with Cedric Alexander?
Rumours
And maybe
that Vince
Ali.
is sick of Carrillo.
He's done with them, apparently.
Which
That's
is
the
all
quote.
good. And I don't want to be Mr. Negative here, but it's like, yeah, it's great. The new US champion, Rey Mysterio Jr. One
Yeah.
foot in the retirement home and the other with US title.
He
around
can
it.
still go.
Oh, no, but after Survivor Series and what happened there, I was fully on board, me.
Yeah.
The ending of that match was unbelievable on Raw. Probably the best finish to a Raw match in ages, I thought.
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
mint. I can't wait to see who he puts over.
Yeah,
Mark Haskins.
okay.
Shades of the Tap or Snap Championship.
Oh, right, yes. 5-star.
Oh, Athens tweeted, Ray beat AJ. So
Yeah.
he finally got his pin back from 5-star.
The UK
Yes.
tour, day 2, the 14th of January 2016. AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio.
What?
Sheffield Arena. Sheffield.
How did you?
Where did that come from?
Google.
What did you?
okay,
guys
thanks.
before? All right, okay.
I did it on my video on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Ray finally got his win back.
I was
after
getting a bit
3
worried
years.
there, the fact that you remembered that exact
I'm
date.
just a big fan.
I know. Rollins takes on Owens in the main event, but he gets ruined by the AOP. They beat down Owens and leave Rollins alone. He looks surprised, but beats down Owens after they've gone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are they going to be the new J&J?
Hope so.
Security.
It's like someone made a good picture. It might be WWE themselves. It was like the architect of pain. That's their collective name. It was WWE, wasn't
And
it?
they will take on the Archers of Infamy. God. Okay, so some good stuff there on Raw.
Yeah, it was an alright Raw.
I'm bloody sick of them ending matches with DQs, though. Happening too much these days, it is, Maffew.
Yeah, but it's Raw, though.
Oh, but like,
It's the setup to the big
Why-
9-hour show.
doesn't it
Getting
just
them...
piss you off, though?
Nah.
Oh, you're just dead to it all now.
Yes.
I'm halfway there, like, if not 3/4.
That could die before you. AEW. Jericho has a big celebration.
Oh my God.
Featuring Virgil. The
Sorry.
thing in front of him which he can't read, which I probably shouldn't mock after this
He
thing.
called him. Oh yeah, he called him Krista.
He was about to say Christopher, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, and then he stopped.
Which I
makes
guess is
it-
technically correct, but...
It makes you wonder when he did that, the little bit for Jericho's promo package a few weeks ago, how many takes that would have taken. Because he wasn't reading there.
We did 30 takes,
Well, as we
and
all
that
know,
was the best.
It's easier to do something not in front of a live audience. Maybe Virgil was just a bit.
Yeah, you're right. Virgil, who's been doing this for 30 years.
Well,
Also, wasn't just Virgil. Gifts a goat called Chris Jericho, and his own father, Ted Irvine.
Who I thought was Randy Newman at the start.
because he was sat down.
Just sat-
he was on a
it
piano.
just looks like Randy Newman.
You got a
I know, just imagine the inner circle, just all in arms, like, you got a friend.
That would have been class. Oh, it was a nice twist on the classic getting heat on the sports team by bringing out his dad who played for a rival sports team.
Yeah.
That's good. He's like, "Hello, New York. No, Dad, we're in Chicago, the home of the Blackhawks. They
Wimps.
suck."
I
Wimps.
I honestly thought they were going to put the present back on him and just leave him. Also, Sammy Guevara got him a picture of himself for his birthday. I'm sure everybody would be happy with that for the birthday. He makes
Thank you, Spanish God. He said.
He makes Justin Roberts read out a thank you from Warner Media, TNT, and the AEW family. Should also say Twitter as well. They've been keeping him up for the last few months. They beat down Roberts anyway, and as Alvarez pointed out, wow, no one choked him with a tie this time.
Yeah.
But SCU ran in for the save. Love the segment. Jericho gets these type of hilarity, funny bits, and still being a dick. However, it is a bit weird when Jericho was getting cheered way more than SCU.
Oh yeah.
He's hard to cheer for.
It was almost
Jericho.
sad because they'd brought the segment at the end by saving
Yeah.
the day. Everyone's like, it was fun. Yeah, man.
Cody beats a local wrestler called Matt Nix. He called MJF out, but what? The Butcher
It's
and the,
the
Blade.
butcher and the blade,
And the
Who?
bunny.
The butcher and the blade and the bunny. JR's like, who's that? It's the butcher and the
Yeah,
blade.
even Excalibur didn't have like a lot of prep for this.
No, he
and it's,
didn't.
you know, it's a shame that they don't have a show called like AEW Dark that can give some prep. Yeah, one of these is I'll get his name right. Pepper Parks, who was formerly of
Braxton
TNA,
Sutter.
formerly of CZW.
He's Ali's
and they almost didn't
husband.
recognize him because he's got the big beard. And I think
And
his head's changed. Shaved.
He's got a bit more hair now.
Yeah,
he
that threw me
usually
off.
shaves it, but now he's looking a bit more
Yeah.
ragged.
Also, Andy Williams of the band Every Time I Die.
Sam was buzzing about this.
I don't know why they didn't bring that up. Every Time I Die, surely could be more famous than how long have they been around? 2 years, I think.
Okay.
And places like AEW and
Where are they in terms of Fozzy?
well, when
On the fame scale.
Fozzy came out, no one was going, "Who's this?"
When this is he been? He's because I've heard of this tag team, but I've never seen them. I remember
Yeah.
seeing them win some matches over like WrestleMania weekend. Apparently they're big in like Beyond. But
Yeah.
so has he been wrestling for a while? Is it a proper wrestler?
Yeah, he did some stuff for I think Game Changer Wrestling. Don't
Okay.
quote me. And I think he just stayed around.
Why does he wear a monocle? Butchers don't wear monocles.
He does.
Okay, fair enough.
You go tell him, Joe.
Oh, I won't tell him.
We'll stay here.
I'm scared for Ali's life, me.
Why?
Because it's a butcher. And the other one, the blade.
She's married to the blade.
And the
she's-
candlestick
Oh.
maker.
She's the rabbit.
Yeah, she is,
Rabbit
yeah.
pie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to murder her. It's weird how, though. She was just on was it last week when she had her hair chopped off by Awesome Kong?
Yes.
She was all happy.
And then she's just rocked up this week as an evil bunny.
Wow.
Aye. Big change in a short time.
Yeah, I got nothing. And yeah, like Jim Ross, I had nothing to talk about with the Butcher and the Blade because they did nothing to prep. It's weird and it's nice, but didn't they just debut kind of, what's his name, big lad, hangs on MGF now.
Wardlow.
Yeah, didn't they just debut in a segment with Cody Rhodes? And now there's someone else coming out and beating Cody.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the rite of passage for everybody.
It's going to be the outer square. MJF's outer square to Chris Jericho's inner circle.
There we go.
It reminded me when the Dark Order debuted and everyone was like, what?
These Dark Order promos are fantastic, though.
Yes, I'm enjoying the Join Us ones.
Yeah, I like them.
I will say that Americans do the chant wrong. They were going, who are you? Who are you? And everyone in England knows it's, who are you? Who are you? Which is much better.
Yeah, but Americans also, when they hear glass smashing, don't go, way. So...
Britain. I watched the Harry and Paul sketch the other day where it's two Americans on the bus. Hey, how are you? Going on the bus, just like, how are you doing there? And everyone's just like, oh. Sit down next to plug. We're from Oklahoma, Idaho. Or something like that. It's so good. What's your name? And he's like, Peter. They're like, good to meet you, Peter. You got kids, Peter? It's so funny. He's just reading a book. He's like,
yeah. Where were we? Omega gets his win back over Pac. Sorry, Maffew. It's all right.
Just thought you'd be sad about that.
I was.
It was a good match, though.
I was. Then I had a wank. MJF. It is weird, though. Kenny Omega last week was like, oh, yeah, I'm Kenny Omega. Wacky comedy. And now he's strong enough to beat Pac. I'm like,
I'm being
can
the
you not
elite.
pick a side if you're going to be
being the elite,
like,
which is sometimes canon and sometimes not. He was like having a game of something when Michael Nakazawa, and Michael Nakazawa was like, yeah, you're done, you. I've got no idea what I'm happening. I've fizzled out, me. After 4 long days of watching wrestling, I've fizzled out.
Sometimes it's happened mid-podcast. With me, sometimes it happens mid-sentence. We do reach a point where we go, oh, F it.
I need
Can I retire?
a line or something. If you got any Class A's in your pocket, Maffew?
If you could...
MJF beats Hangman Page.
If you could chart the number of mistakes we make on a podcast, I think it would increase around every Big 4 weekend. Because it does mess with everyone's sleep patterns. And that. Oh, God. MJF, sorry.
He beat Hangman Page.
He did, with a weird version.
Oh, it went wrong, didn't it? He nearly murdered him.
The crossroads was a bit weird. Or the double cross, as it's called.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but...
To win, you ready? The Dynamite Diamond Ring.
$45,000.
Don't have time to talk about the Butcher and the Blade and who the hell they are. But you bet your ass we're going to hype this ring.
But it increased in price by $2,000 over the course of an hour.
Did it?
Yeah,
it was 43 to be. But it still means nout, so I guess the increase in value is worthwhile because it's an extra $2,000 when MJF sells it on eBay.
Maybe he'll play into a future storyline with MJF, hopefully.
It should have been told by now if it is. Because he's just won a ring, hasn't he?
Cody just likes rings, doesn't he?
He does like rings,
Kiss the ring,
Yeah.
smoke a cigar. They'll be fighting for a cigar next one. Bollocks.
The Dynamite Cigar. No, we don't want to smoke one of them. Blow up in your face like Mongo and Blazing Saddles. DDP comes out to present the ring, almost brawls with Wardlow, and they get separated. Boy, I can't wait for that match.
I thought DDP was good, though. He was like, you're going to look really stupid when a 63-year-old man kicks your ass all over Chicago. It was good heat, good fire from DDP.
What?
Not heat, I got confused with all the terms.
And Wardlow was like, yeah, but that's an upside down. Anyway, Jericho beats Scorpio Sky, but Moxley stands in the crowd afterwards and stares him down.
I thought that was a weird ending.
Tell you what, if Melanie has put weight on since high school, she hasn't, has she? That was all a lie.
Like?
Melanie was in the front row. Had 2 fist bumped. Scorpio Sky.
No.
That was the date.
I missed that.
That was Melanie.
Was it?
Aye.
I think we
Melanie
all missed
Parsons.
It. We were
Is it Parsons?
Oh.
Maybe Perkins? Maybe Parsons.
Penelope.
We missed that because we're too busy going, sorry, what did Jim Ross say?
Oh.
Every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He had a bad week, he did.
Yeah, I got Trent mixed up with Matt Taven. Trent's contemplating retirement after that line.
I love the idea of JR as an uber smarky Ring of Honor fan. Just like, where's Jimmy Jacobs?
He's just there, he's realised, oh, I thought it was Matt Taven the whole time.
Back up, BJ Whitmer's crashed the ring.
Puts that, has he always been? To begin with, is he not Matt Taven? We mean no. Look all the notes, I've got Matt Taven. Oh. It's ribbing him.
Names are an issue with Jim now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say the least. Words, places, nouns. NXT. Undisputed Era take on Keith Lee and Dijakovic. Fish gets injured, replaced by Strong, but the Era still retain.
Yes.
Yeah?
It was a good match, but there was obviously a lot of there was a lot of getting in the ring and talking to each other and that, and they were clearly going like,
Hey, how you
I'll
doing?
batter you when you do a power slam next. Like, it was that sort of thing.
Yeah, they're asking Keith Lee, have you seen that Cultaholic video?
Tom isolated the audio because he heard someone do the chant in the crowd, and he isolated
One
the
person
audio,
did it.
and Tom was buzzing.
Tom was getting a campaign going all of yesterday, trying to get people to do it. Izzy replied. Izzy was going to get involved.
Was she?
She's like, I'll do it for my biggest fan, Ross.
She's carrying on the feud.
You?
Yeah.
Ross
Even though it was somebody else who didn't like her back in the day.
Oh.
So
Wait, I didn't realize you and Izzy were feuding.
Yeah, there's had a feud for years.
I used to bring it
I
up.
don't care about Izzy.
So that
But now I care
some
about
lad I used to know back in the day used to hate it at the end of every Bailey match when it would all be about Izzy and not about Bailey, and if Izzy was crying or laughing. And the guy I used to know back in the day didn't like that. I don't care either way, really. So I started.
Oh, but she doesn't know that guy. She just knows you.
She just knows. She thinks
they look similar.
She thinks I'm that guy, which is a shame, really.
But we can all agree that when Sasha Banks made her cry,
It was fantastic,
It was
wasn't
the
it? Yeah.
best thing.
I felt sad for her. It's a little girl, that.
Crying though, little girl crying.
Hilda Dakota Kai comes out and looks really cool.
She did look really cool. I thought she was badass.
Sweet.
One
I
sleeve off.
I like her hair.
Her
mate.
hair looked good. Badass. Give her the belt.
She has a match with Candice, but gets herself DQ'd after a while, and then Rhea chases Dakota off.
She's using Tegan Knox's knee brace as a weapon.
That's nice, that.
That's very Gargano Ciampa-esque.
Like using a football helmet.
Oh, do you see that?
Yeah.
He's not going to be allowed to play again.
You
see this?
I had to make sure it was like real because it didn't look it. Takes his football.
There was a
helmet.
fight on an American football match between the Steelers and the Browns, and one player got so angry he ripped off the guy's helmet.
Ian Wright.
He ripped off the guy's helmet and tried to hit him with it.
That would hurt. That.
That would probably like concuss you badly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He missed, but
I hope he's all right, but look cool.
I don't know if he missed, but it was like more of a
missed,
glancing.
well, yeah.
It didn't actually get him, but
No, he hit him and his head went down, and then he had this like little.
birds were flying. Yeah.
Main event is Ciampa versus Balor. Balor wins after Cole costs Ciampa, but Balor Pele kicks Cole to remind everyone he's not a member of the era. Yet.
He's the real rock and roller.
Yeah. Bang bang.
That used to make me laugh so much back in the. I've seen it like back at the start of the Bullet Club when they're all standing going at each other.
I am the real rock and roller. No, that was Northern Irish, man. What have I done? Anyway, I thought NXT like comfortably beat AEW this week. I thought it was the weakest Dynamite,
I thought it was the worst Dynamite so
which
far.
is
as
still
well.
all right, but it wasn't like a bad show. But there was issues with it.
So, do you want more out of touch Jim Ross or less? Because I know what I want more of.
I want more of the Butcher and the Blade.
I'll tell you, shout out to Dasha, I don't know what her name is now, but Fuentes from the SmackDown Live days, because when she was on SmackDown, she was awful. Hi, AJ Styles. Are you excited to do the wrestling later on? She was awful, but she had all sorts of cadences and all sorts in her voice this time, doing the ring announce. Good on her.
Are you?
So she did that interview with Chris Van Vliet, and she came across like just a really fun and happy person, and everyone was like, "Oh,
Yeah, because it was so jarring how she used to be in SmackDown. Like, how did she make it on the air? I would always ask anyway. She was that bad.
Yeah.
But now she's not. Just must be how.
Well, she said a lot in the interview that they told her to like be more generic, limit her personality.
She
It was
took
weird.
that to heart.
And they fired her for being generic.
Yeah.
All right. And that's all the wrestling, I think.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God for that. I've actually got a headache.
Get in.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Now it's time to have a rummage in our mailbag. I think I said that as fake and false as possible. That's the level we're at. It's really sweaty in here.
Wow.
No, that's later on. Number 1. Hi, Diddly Ho Dorito. Oh, Christ. Hi, Diddly Ho Diddlerinos. These get hard to say every week. I was rewatching the Finn Balor heel turn and the a little after when he drop kicks Johnny in the crowd. You see a little kid get angry and try to rush him before his dad grabs him. Oh, I haven't seen that. This got me thinking, was there a moment when you were younger watching wrestling and a heel did something that got you angry like that kid? Wow, what a great question so far. Oh, you little friggin'. Wow. I'll add it to it by saying my personal example. Being Canadian, when Y2J won the belt from Triple H on Raw, only for Trips to make the ref overturn the decision and give the belt back to Hunter, put child me into a blind rage. Thanks, lads. Austin from Estevan, Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm not good.
Well done.
Yeah. Saskatchewan. All right, cool.
Saskatchewan.
That's when Bret Hart.
When
We've
he's
had
the
this
house
discussion before,
show.
haven't
There was
we?
the house show,
there you
yeah.
go.
And the place within that is Saskatoon, or was that something like that?
Yeah, we're actually remembering stuff here on the podcast. I like it.
No.
So things that got you, as he puts, a blind rage.
A heel that worked you.
One.
I don't know if I was there live or this took part on a show, but Chris Jericho was in Newcastle, so it might have been on an Insurrection.
I know, yeah.
And he stood there in the ring, and he said he was going down to the Irish pub down the road, which didn't exist. But that's not the point I'm making here. He called us Newcastle wankers, and then went on to besmirch Sir Bobby Robson. This was was it 2003, 4 maybe? Yeah, Newcastle were good at the time. Bobby Robson's the nicest man who's ever lived. Yep. Everyone's grandpa who's from around here. You can't love a man more. And he besmirched him in the middle of the ring on live, perhaps television. Or was it a live event? I can't remember where it happened. Yeah. But I remember being really angry.
That's
really angry. Called us Newcastle wankers. You Newcastle wankers!
And didn't Jericho, did he do something to the Brazilian flag when they were in Brazil?
Was that JBL?
No, he did something else.
He did that. Germany. The Germany one.
Oh, some flag. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. But
did he stamp on it or something?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, no. They were like, no, we know wrestling's fake. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, no, this is worse. He called us Newcastle wankers.
I could take that, but Sir Bobby.
Nah. Who ever had a bad word to say about Sir Bobby Robson? Nobody.
One Chris Jericho.
My mum said he used to come into she used to be the receptionist at the Freeman Hospital. She said that Bobby was a really nice man, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah. My mum's from a Sunderland supporting family, so...
My grandma went to get a book signed for me in Morpeth. He was at Applebee's in Morpeth about 2004, and he signed it Ron. She was like, no, his name's Ross. He's like, we'll leave that for a Ron down the line. Get me another book. Oh. Not everyone else would have done that, would they?
Not everyone else would have done that.
Some arsehole. Chris Jericho to book signing. Well, I've signed Ron now. There's your book for Ron. Tip X over it yourself, you old hag, he would have said, probably.
You Newcastle wanker. I'm not from that. Next. So stuff that got you legit mad. I tell you what, NCL did who was it? Screwface.
Was it my run-in?
No,
he's trying to screw Primate. The Bobby Robson of Northeast Wrestling.
No, Screwface was in the ring with Primate, and Primate's back to wrestling on a proper schedule now after the melt thing. And he gives this great speech that Screwface hasn't done before. He's just like, you mean, mate, you're my hero and all this. I've grown up watching you, pretty much your training and all this, blah, blah. Happy that we're in NXT UK together and all this. And then we're like, this is great. This is really from the heart. I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart. And then clothesline him in there. I mean, hook, line, and sinker. And it's not often you get that from a cynical person such as myself. But on and on. About 10 minutes, all this lovely speech was like, God, this is good, this. It's good for you little... Lots of expletives.
Yes. Not to... I mean, I couldn't really think of one as a kid, because I always felt sorry for the heels more, because I was too young to understand that they'd been dicks previously. All I saw was the Attitude Era, when every babyface was just a knob. And it was like Austin and Rock bullying Triple H as I saw it. And over in WCW, remember Stasiak and Palumbo's tag team? The perfect event. They got locked in some sunbeds, and I just felt awful for them. I was like, imagine how horrible that would have been. Then the joke was they came out for the match all burnt, and people were like slapping them on the back, and they were like, I'm sunbed. But I just thought that was horrible.
Who did that? Was it
Breezango,
yeah.
They nicked that from the total event.
If you're going to steal...
But I'll go
the perfect event, by the way. They also like to come off. Sorry, I'll just amuse myself.
But I'll go for just to see the effect it had on a room of people. Adam Pacitti screwing Martin Kirby and the glow sticks just raining down.
That was good.
That was good. That was the best. That was the best angle we ever did.
Because he stood there like, and he's going,
yeah,
like that. Is like
he was saying,
I hate you.
I was asking what he was saying.
I hate you.
I hate you.
It's Pacetti.
Jim it's Adam Pacetti, the only man brave enough. No,
But also related to that question, Anthony Ogogo, boxer, Commonwealth medalist,
friend
Olympic
of yours,
medalist, AEW developmental man currently.
That's
right. His first offering to go to hell was the Tory angle with Kane, because he was so angry that Tory would cheat on Kane.
Yeah.
Even though I Wikipedia'd it, and obviously it's true because it's on there. X-Pac beat somebody, which meant he got to take Tory out for a weekend, and he was such a gentleman on that weekend that Tory sort of fell for him. So
You've still got to
Is
feel
that how
bad.
it goes?
You've still got to
Apparently,
feel
yeah.
bad for Kane.
What?
apparently that's the way it went.
I
But
forgot when like women were stuff you won. You could win a women back in the day, not a crappy ring.
Jezebel.
You've still got to feel for Kane in that angle.
She's
Yeah,
like,
you
hang
do.
on, if I didn't go out with him, I'd be arrested.
But then he teamed up with Rikishi and got his revenge at
That was it, was it?
WrestleMania.
It was Asses of Fire, I think the tag name was.
Was it actually?
I think it was just maybe a nickname.
It might be what Lawler called them.
Yeah. Wagwan, gentlemen. Oh, Wagwan.
Wagwan.
I have one question and one question only. Said like Tubes from Soccer AM. I like this question. Tubes. I live 5 minutes away from a town in Bradford called Keighley. Pronounced Keith Lee, not Keighley.
Oh, like Keithley.
Like I literally just did. Thank you for that. Pronounced Keith Lee, not Keighley. If you could live outside of one wrestler... What? If you could live inside of one wrestler, past or present, who would it be and why? Thanks. Pat Mawina. I'll unearth it winning that one. Thank you, Pat.
As in,
I just
are
think
you
so.
like living their life and experiencing everything they
It's like
experience?
you're like Lemmywinks, aren't you? Or something like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was more like being John Malkovich, where we just take over them.
Are we...
Like Plankton in the SpongeBob
Yeah.
movie. Controlling. Wait, if that's the case, someone like the Big Show, Keith Lee.
just to know what it's like. By a similar token, or as every WWE commentator says these days, to your point. Have you noticed this?
Yeah,
Noticed-
to your point.
to your-
Switching gears now.
Yeah, to your point, Ross, playing defense. I think that
Jockey for position.
I'd go for like Ricochet or Ospreay just to be able to do all the,
Oh, yeah.
or Jack Evans or someone like that, just to be able to walk around in life and just be like, I fancy doing a double backflip. Well, hey.
So if you were in the head of someone, who would it be? And then we'll speak about who if, like, you had to actually live inside them.
No, how are we going to do that one? How are we going to...
I don't know. Pick someone like Yokozuna.
Oh, I'd pick MJF right now because he's in his character 24/7. Just be a knob to people and we'll give you money. Can I have a photo? No. I love you, MJF. Oh, all right. Yeah.
So you're picking
And
if
for
you
your
had to-
second question, I'm going to move on. Who would you live inside the body of?
I don't know. You said about Yoko would have just like ate lovely food non-stop.
I don't want to do any of it. I can't even begin to imagine.
I can't even this question.
You don't actually have to do it.
Okay.
Just a hypothetical thing.
Why
You're
then?
sticking out like the guy in Total Recall.
Yeah, Yokozuna's a good one because there's more room in theory.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be safe in winter.
Yeah.
It's like that film. Who was it? Was it Brad Pitt that's in it? Where he's like in the forest. I've only seen this scene. Yeah, he has to kill the cow or
is
the
it-
horse, and he lives inside.
Is it
it.
not Leo? Is it not the Revenant?
Maybe. Yeah.
Not the Revenant. What was it called?
Leo
What's it called, The
DiCaprio.
Revenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he gets beaten up by a bear.
He
at
has to
one
live
point.
in- he has to
Oh.
Beaten up by a bear.
Yeah, he
Has to
does.
live inside some
Bush.
Yeah, he kills a horse.
He kills a horse and
Yeah,
slices it
it's-
open.
a
and,
horse he lives
He
inside,
uses like
but-
a tent. Yeah.
Yeah, do that little wrestler.
Big Show. Aye, Big Show.
Who's the biggest, fattest wrestler you can think of?
Akibono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing much now. We can use him for wood.
Well, who's that by? Sorry, who's that from? Did we say
That's
the name?
from Pat Mawina.
Pat Mawina, yes.
Thank you for making me say it twice.
So I genuinely thought we'd forgotten to shout them out.
Pat Mawina.
Okay.
Hello, lads. Hope you're all fine and dandy. If it was your last day on Earth, feels like it, how would you spend it? Here's a list of things to answer.
Okay.
What film would
Are
you
we,
watch?
are we, wait, are we
I
going
was going to say,
round-
actually, there's
are we-
loads of them.
are
So
we
let's
going-
go.
it's
Let's
like a-
pretend it's half a Reese's
Okay.
piece. What film would you watch on your last day on Earth?
I'm not much of a film guy, mate. What film guy? What would you watch?
I'd probably spend my last day on Earth trying to figure out what film I would watch.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
did.
assuming I've got time to do all these things, I'd go for Superbad. It's my favourite comedy film.
Marley and Me.
Oh,
You're dying anyway, aren't you?
I can't-
Go to death, die crying. Why not?
Battlefield Earth. I have a smile on my face and go, you know what? Oblivion might be not so bad. What album would you listen to?
I mean, the answer's Abbott Gold, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
see, I want to save this answer for when I do Desert Island Graps with Tom. I'll do
Well,
a future.
pick a second
right.
one.
Well, Tom might
All
kill
right.
you before you answer.
Well, I wouldn't have picked Superbad for Desert Island Graps, but Superbad's my favourite comedy, so that's all right. For the album, I'll pick a second favourite album. Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't even think of one. You went for Abbott Gold.
Abbott Gold.
So greatest hits are allowed.
Of course they are.
All right.
Abbott Gold's the greatest, apart from Dancing Queen, it's the greatest
I'm
album
remember
ever
you
made.
saying that.
Do you know like Dancing Queen?
Oh, it's the worst.
Oh, you said that on Desert Island
I
Graps,
did,
yeah.
it's the worst.
a good
Should I
song.
pick a different one since I picked that on Desert Island?
No. I'll go for.
Vinnie Jones, respect.
I'll go for.
Two albums.
You know
in
what?
existence
I'll
in
go
this
for
office.
Robbie Williams' "Swing While You're Winning." Lovely
Ah.
album that of classic tunes, but all done through the medium of Robbie. Through a above average pub singer's voice.
That is harsh. That.
Wow.
It's a voice of a generation. That.
Yeah, but it's not like an amazing
what happened
voice
to
or anything. If Robbie wasn't handsome, he wouldn't have got as far. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's a cosmetic business.
Well, I mean, we all think the same about you. So.
Hey.
Faith No More, Angel Dust. It's really like the
You
album.
like Faith No More? Yeah.
That album is, God, what an album.
Ashes to Ashes. There's the song. Got it right this time.
You did. That's right.
Said Ashes last time. Made me sound like right knob.
You did. What would you eat?
Bacon.
Would I? But if it was my last day on Earth, I don't think I'd waste time with eating. Don't need to. It's only a day.
I would kill myself by eating all of the bacon.
Oh.
Diet
If I knew I was
botulism
dying
or
anyway.
something. Yeah, great.
All right. I'll go for
Scurvy.
What food do I like? A proper like no, because if you have, it depends when this. If you have like, I really like a good Indian takeaway. Right, that's the best takeaway for me.
What if it takes 25 hours to cook?
Or what if you have it at the start of the day? You'll be not getting anything else done for the rest of the day. You'll be just like, oh, Indian takeaway, chicken jalfrezi.
Are you getting much done on the last day on Earth?
I was
Well,
going to
do
say,
all
what
this
you got to
stuff.
do? You got to watch a film.
All right.
Listen to an album.
But I've seen there the last one's anything else.
Try and get the stains off the sauce you spilled in the corner. I would eat duck.
All right.
I'd probably eat the proper duck where you have the wraps, you have the sauce, little bits. I'm gonna put the vegetables on. Screw it. What do we match from the last
the
year?
last day on Earth.
Well, yeah. Also, would you watch brackets? Even though that will probably be the last thing on your mind.
All right.
Yes, you are right.
At least they've given a caveat there.
From the last year.
Last year, WWE match.
Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens.
Okay.
Which one?
The ladder match.
Oh, okay.
I'd go.
Yeah.
I'd go for one of the Royal Rumbles because everyone loves a Rumble. Even a bad Rumble's fun.
Or the one with George in. Just either or with George in.
WrestleMania one. Yeah.
Or when he's in the crowd, looking all emotional, like a potato would. No emotion whatsoever. George and Britt Baker went to the same acting school.
I'd go for one of Trevor Lee's from NXT because it lasts about 10 seconds. I'd be able to do something else.
What's the one with Pete Dunne? That was a great match, that.
Yeah, but I don't care about how good the match is. I just want to do more things.
What are you doing?
The last day on Earth.
You got 3 hours to live. Yeah, but Pete Dunne. On that mind, I would pick Keith Lee versus Dijakovic.
Ah, fair
It's a
enough.
very Keith Lee heavy podcast.
Which one?
All of them. It's my last day. F them, all of them. And any other activity you'd like to do. Keep up the good work, lads. Jackson from Harrogate. Last activity. If you can fit in the Indian and the wrestling.
Oh, I'd find a quiet park somewhere and just shoot a few hoops, me. I used to play basketball, and I like the feeling of releasing a shot, knowing it's going in. That's the best. It's the most pure feeling I've had in sports. It's great. That's what I'd do. That's a proper answer. That play a bit of guitar as well.
Oh.
Things, my hobbies.
Oh, yeah. Things you like.
Yeah.
That would hunt down Holly Willoughby and then tell her I appreciate her.
Okay.
Shake her hand and then go on my merry way
You're a big fan of
and have a wank. After I'd left, I wouldn't do it in her presence. That's disgusting.
I thought that was going to be a tasteful.
I fancy Holly Willoughby incredibly.
Everyone fancies Holly Willoughby.
Oh, but she's the top of the top for me.
No, fair enough.
If I had a laminated list, she'd be number one. Well, yeah, everyone, that Friends thing from back in the day.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a laminated list. Apparently, I
so
haven't
that
got
means,
one.
right,
Yeah.
I thought something else.
Yeah,
as well.
anyway, moving on.
What do
To
you think
prevent-
what do you think I meant?
To prevent
Anyway.
stainage.
Prevent what?
Stainage on the list.
Get stuff
From
off
what?
it pretty easy.
What stuff?
It doesn't
I
matter.
spill my tea on it. Or
Oh,
something.
tea, coffee. Multitude of things. Last activity.
He was tricking
I hate
us.
this.
I
Is
didn't
this guy
realise
gonna?
it.
We get a visit from Jackson Harrogate, and he's gonna have a big knife and go, "Well,
Imagine
if you're man of your word,
Well, you've got to actually do it now.
I'm doing my activity."
I've got these DVDs, 3 meals. I've got Holly Willoughby. I've got a basketball.
Yeah, drink this. Me and some. I have to pick then between Kraken and Buggy.
All right.
Yeah, the biggest one of them I can find and just drink the hell out of it.
Doesn't matter which one gives you worse hangover because you lost.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
A hangover that kills you.
Fine.
What a poignant moment.
Lived how I died. Reese's Pieces.
Hey.
What a horrible, brutal thing to end on, by the way.
Oof. That's getting kept in, isn't it? My little noise when I sat down.
If anything like last week,
Oh.
where Pacini, editor extraordinaire, decided to leave in some stuff we were talking about, and thankfully it was nothing bad.
Oh, just
was
some,
it
like,
Thingy's first match announced? ACH.
Yeah, so
That wasn't meant to be in it.
that was a few weeks ago.
so
yeah.
bad. ACH deleted his Twitter. Anyway,
No, that.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, cheers.
The next segment that we do on this show. We're very sorry that this week's podcast has been a bit weird. It's very humid in here, but we're very tired.
It's
I
not
feel
my
quite- I feel
these
quite awake.
pay-per-view weeks kill you.
I'm all right.
I'm dying, me.
I've had some days off though. Burning those last few days before the end of the year,
Oh, very
and
sensible.
then Christmas time as well.
I want to roll over me.
Fair enough.
5 days left. Roll over! Come on, 2020.
Reese's Pieces. Hi guys, been meaning to send one of these in for a while now. Big fan of the channel. Well, sorry about today, and have been for a long time now. Thanks for all the hard work you put into making great content for us to enjoy. Hope you enjoy this very random selection of Reese's Pieces. Best wishes, and your knees. Okay, I didn't.
Don't laugh.
The other one I
It
saw.
might be a real name.
Oh,
Anya's a
And
real
your
name.
knees.
on your knees, man.
Oh yeah, I might sound like Jim Ross right now.
How's knees
Christ.
spelled?
Neeze.
Neeze.
Yeah.
That's not a real name.
Nah, I don't think that's real.
No, you've convinced me. I'm sorry, Anya. Anyway, Reese's Pieces. Fastest thought first, please. No dawdling like you usually do.
Dawdling.
Exactly, I like that word. Beer or cider?
Beer.
I've already.
Come on, man.
A great cider is better than a great beer, but generally beer.
Okay, cider. Austin or rock?
Austin.
Austin.
Rock. Rugby or cricket?
Cricket.
Rugby to play, cricket to watch.
Rugby for both. Rabbits or hamsters?
Hamsters.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Kairi Sane or Io Shirai?
Shirai.
EO now.
Oh, that's tough, that one, actually. Kari. Domino's or Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza, all right. No, yeah, pizza.
Domino's pizzas are crap, I think.
You think so? Was
Yeah.
it Domino's?
Domino's wings are delightful, but the pizzas are awful.
Well, I mean, pizza's pizza.
Oh, well, that's
Domino's
not-
is
wow.
like a dry pizza.
You
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
Aye.
pizza. It's got that garlicky crust.
Got
Yeah,
the
I
salad
like that.
bar as well.
That's what I mean. Pizza. It's got the garlicky crust.
Oh, crap. Domino's has grease. War Games 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2.
1.
Okay.
Right, yeah. Elvis Presley or the Beatles?
The Beatles.
The Beatles just.
The Beatles. Mankind or Cactus Jack?
Mankind.
Cactus Jack.
Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Coke.
They're the same thing.
They're
Tattoos
not
or...
at all! Your mouth is broken if you think that.
Are you kidding?
No.
No.
The taste. Pepsi tastes flatter somehow, or like more empty.
Pepsi's more harsh.
Wait, hang on. I think Coke's more harsh, but I like it.
Oh, I like Coke better, but Pepsi's got a harsher taste on the outsides of your tongues, I
Coke
think.
burns so cold in your throat.
That was the advertising slogan.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference.
Wow. Do you like Dr.
No, but
Pepper?
the only time I drink this is with rum, so maybe I
you
Do you like
Oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Pepper?
I do like Dr. Pepper.
It's the best one
Yeah.
out of the 3.
Tattoos or piercings?
Tattoos, I've got neither though.
I've got neither, but tattoos, I don't know.
Oh,
I've got neither.
I haven't got,
have you had a-
why not have a tattoo?
Have you not got a tattoo?
Nah.
Have you had,
none of us
have you had a
got it.
piercing you?
I got my ear pierced and it just kept on falling out.
Did it?
Yeah, so I've just got the wound. It's all right. And I got my lip pierced for exactly 24 hours because I got it right there to look all cute and kawaii. And all I did was play with it, like grinding my tooth against it. And I went, this isn't a good place to put this, is it? I'm literally going to do this and have like a tooth split in half.
Well, you got what Sam's got. He's got it there, hasn't he? He's got it right in the middle of his palate.
Yeah, but I'll have to do it when I get fired from here because we both can't have one. If we kiss, you'll go jig.
Why do you get yours there? So you like match north and south?
That's good. You're wasted on this show.
I know I am.
You're
No,
more
I
ways
don't.
than
No, I
one.
don't.
Holly or Phil?
Holly.
Holly, I feel like Phil's a sinister. There's something wrong with him. I can't work it out, but
Oh, Phil is whole,some as they
if
come. but-
something came out about Phil, I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.
don't say
Oh, I would
that.
be shocked and
He's not a
appalled.
wrestler. Phil, because I'm going to insist he's good. Money in the Bank or Survivor Series?
Money in the Bank.
Survivor
Is this current day? Aye, Money in the
Survivor
Bank.
I'm gonna say-
Series.
Yeah, Money in the Bank nowadays, because
No,
we just watched Survivor Series and I'm never going to rewatch any of the matches that we just saw. Cole or Ciampa?
Or Adam Cole or Ciampa.
No, Michael Cole.
I was going to say, yeah. It's a weird comparison. Ciampa.
Andy Cole.
Adam Cole.
Ciampa. Brooklyn Nine-Nine or Parks and Rec?
Oh, dear. Just because of Ron Swanson, Parks and Recreation.
9-9.
Parks and Rec after season 1. Greg's Steak Bake or Festive Bake?
Festive.
Steak.
They'll be doing Festive Bake soon, won't
Yeah,
they?
they're doing them
No,
now.
it's out now.
Is it out now?
November the 9th it
Look
came out.
How am I
outside.
doing this podcast?
Look at the people of Newcastle. It's out now. The festive bake.
Hey, November the 9th, we were the first city in the country to get them this year. I read the
It's
Chronicle
nearly
too much.
December. This whole month I haven't had one.
Aye.
Yeah,
We
no.
got them in.
Who
Just
cares about effing rest? All right, cool. Festive Bake. Sorry,
I've gone
so.
for steak. Sorry.
All right, whatever. Radar KO or Jerry Show?
rated RKO.
Jerry Show.
Jerry Show. Yeah.
Funny.
Literally saved Jerry. No, Big Show's career for a bit.
Saved Jericho's being paired up with Big Show. Saved his life.
That's right. Tombstone Pile Driver or Jackhammer?
Tombstone.
Jack Hammer has done well.
I'm going to say Jackhammer because a few other people have done the Tombstone, but only go. No, that's not right, is
no,
it?
it's
Matt
not
Riddle,
Keith
yeah.
Lee. Bloody
Yeah.
did one on.
Well,
but there's only one real master of the jackhammer.
yeah, can't do it myself. Oh, look what this scallywag's written. And or Deck.
Deck.
Deck's funnier.
Answer try hard, isn't he?
I like it.
Ironic
I like
for
it.
me to
I
say
like
no,
it.
but
I
you
know. Well, defending all the tryhards out there. I'm going to pick Ant.
You can't separate it. Ant and Deck.
And or Deck.
Plus, Deck didn't do that thing, did he? Car.
Oh, that was Ant, wasn't it? Well, anyway. Frank Lampard or Steven Gerrard?
Gerrard.
Lampard.
Steven Gerrard for the chance.
Lampard after Stop Crying Frank Lampard, and then they beat Leeds, and then he was singing it in the changing room.
Oh,
that was class.
Okay. You know.
We all let Leeds go.
Yeah. Elephants or giraffes?
Giraffes.
What?
Elephants.
Oh, they're both good, but elephants. Because I bet an elephant would eat a steak bake. The Dark Knight or Joker?
Joker.
I've not seen the Joker, so I'll say Dark Knight. I like the Dark Knight.
I haven't seen Joker yet.
Have you
Dark
not?
Knight.
I've seen it. It's the only film. Oh, wow. I've got one up on you in the films. I've seen one that you haven't.
Tell you what, on the last day of your existence, get that stuck in. Sarah Logan or Sonya Deville?
Sonya.
Sarah Logan.
What a weird Reese's piece that is.
Yeah, Christ. Sarah Logan.
Do you remember when we did that one in Vegas where we got everyone in the crowd to...
I like that.
And we did like a random one, and it was like cheesecake or Donovan Dijakovic.
Yeah,
It was like,
it's
what?
great.
Dominic.
The
sorry.
last one, it couldn't have looked any better if we'd done it pre-planned. It was like Scott Steiner or Margaret Thatcher. It's good though. Same no one will ever see it apparently. Nachos or popcorn? Oh,
Popcorn. But it has to
Nachos.
be bloody sweet, not
Nacho-
salted.
Nachos.
yeah, nachos.
Don't like popcorn.
Do you not like popcorn?
Don't like popcorn, mate.
Why do you not like popcorn?
Crap, it's overrated. It smells.
Smells of popcorn.
If someone's had popcorn in your house at uni, you're just like, have you had popcorn, Simon? He's like, yeah. He always ate popcorn, Simon.
Well, Simon's a weirdo.
Is that what we call him, Popcorn Simon?
No, I don't call him popcorn. My housemate had a lot of popcorn.
I was listening to that Corey Graves thing. Backstage, Baron Corbin is
you
known
poor
as...
sod.
He's known as Football Tom. His real name's Tom.
Okay.
He came from the footballs. He's called Football Tom.
Okay.
Wow.
Roman Reigns is like, I'm main eventing with Football Tom. Never. That's a direct quote-ish from Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Football Tom. Apparently Football Tom's a nice guy.
So is,
Baron
he called, so
Corbin's
is
a
Roman
dick.
called Football Joe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I suppose so.
We call Roman Reigns Samoa Joe,
What's-
but they got a bit awkward.
Who's come from something really weird?
I was thinking Woods there would be called like Anime. Anime Austin.
Yeah.
Double A.
It's good, that. Yeah. Is there anyone else? It's either football or
Cole.
Luke
Michael
Menzies.
Cole's like war reporter Michael.
rugby.
Or is it Shauna's?
Wrestling Vince.
I am frazzled, me.
DDP used to do club management. Club singer
Strip-
Diamond.
Stripper Paige. Is it Paige
What's his real
Falkenberg?
name?
Paige Falkenberg, isn't it? Yeah.
This is going nowhere. Cadbury or Galaxy?
Galaxy.
Oh.
Galaxy.
Oh, playing
God.
Cadbury, I assume they mean then.
Galaxy.
Cadbury,
Playing Cadbury?
but I've just spat on the mic. Cadbury, but it's really close.
Oh, Galaxy.
Okay. Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Thank you, Anya.
Wow. Thank you. When you said they were random, you did not disappoint. And your knees. So if you have any Reese's
Apologies
Pieces...
if that's your real name.
Oh, Christ. If you have any questions or
What
a
do you-
name that you don't mind
Do you
people
know-
mispronouncing...
No, wait, no. They've got a pet. On your knees, dog. Bow down to the mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
Oh,
Wow, what a great podcast.
Wow,
we've had so
what
far.
a great podcast.
That's a complete lie.
I need to do another video after this. I'm doing I've got tomorrow off. I'm doing rest of the week a day early. I'm knackered.
We shouldn't really complain about.
No, it's a fun. It's what?
It's just we're all
Tons of
just for
fun.
serious. It's that part of the year where the stars have not aligned.
It's a bit cold outside.
There's no kind of atmosphere. We're all alone. All right, sod yourself. Big question: has Seth Rollins really turned heel on WWE Raw?
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes, 100%.
Wait, what's a heel?
Oh, we're not using the word. I think he's turned. I think he has turned heel, 100%. Cause yes, he's not aligned with the AOP, but at the same time, is Puppet Jack all right there?
I'm just getting the hairs off him. 'Cause they're not his, so I don't know who's been playing with him.
Oh,
You little vagabond.
That's the only time I've heard that word used outside of the Lion King song. With kings and vagabonds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those notes.
Yeah, I think.
So, yeah,
I think
go on.
Seth has turned heel 100%. Because the AOP didn't. Sorry, the AOP didn't side with him, did they? But I think that's coming, and I think that he'll. I think that even though he looked conflicted, that's all just an act.
Yeah.
Because we know Seth, he's a treacherous man in his past, and I think, yeah.
I agree.
Do you agree?
I agree, and I think
Who has been playing with that puppet?
I've never watched him. I've never felt the need to, but it's literally like a dog's ravaged him. Like it's like other people's hairs are on him.
Joe Andrew brought his dog in.
Joe Andrew did bring a dog in. But Joe Andrew's dog wasn't like a hairy dog.
It was a greyhound. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
This puppet is always over there because I always lob him like that. He was outside today. Someone's been playing with this.
I promise.
I mean, no, I'm not getting like you be playing with my
No, I
my
know
son.
I mean,
that-
Tom Campbell's like Timmy Mallet when it comes to stuff like
He
that.
knows props.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
That's fine, but I'm just wondering why
Tom is a bit
he's
like Timmy
hairy.
Mallet.
Like he can do what he wants. Anyway, Seth Rollins, what do you think about him?
I don't actually think the heel turns happened yet.
Whoa.
I think we're getting set. All I think they've done is gone, this guy is an absolute numpty in his real life. and he doesn't real because there was that thing on Corey. I listened to two. I've listened to two Corey Graves podcasts, and Rollins was on one, and he was saying like, I don't know why people are hating me. They've wanted me to be this man at the top of WWE for years, and I've become this man, and they hate me. And he was oblivious to the stuff that he's done that's made people hate him. So I think we're going to go off on a path now where he's going to be booked like a babyface still, but he's going to do stuff that makes him a heel, but he's oblivious to what he's doing.
I'd like
That'd
that.
be great.
I'd like that. Would be really
That's
good.
such a great.
Because he didn't. It was like when he was like running down the roster, he didn't realize he was being an arsehole, was he?
Yeah.
So eventually, we're going to get to a point down the line, I think, where the big, I'm actually a heel, will come. But I think for the minute, he's still a babyface. But the thought, this man cannot be the company guy because he doesn't. I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm completely frazzled.
Well, he's.
Yeah, he cannot be the company guy because he keeps putting his bloody
Yeah.
foot in it. And I think that's going to keep,
Yeah.
knocking him down.
He's a slip-up Simon. He's a popcorn
Yeah.
Simon, is what he is.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, that was the word you're looking for,
Yeah.
Popcorn Simon. But I think it'll be a great character.
It would be.
The guy who's completely. Why are you all booing me? I just
Yeah.
want what's best for Raw.
Have
No,
we-
you all want. No, I don't. I want to win titles to make money. I don't understand.
Have we had that?
That'd be great.
Have we had that deliberately before?
The only thing I could compare it to would be, I think we brought it up every second week or so, Pac versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Where Pac was just being a little bit of a dick. Not a full dick, a little bit of a
Bayley
dick
was
to his good friend.
Bailey was kind of doing that before she cut her hair and went full on proper heel. And she was doing like, Charlotte, challenge me. I courageously accept it. But that was pretty good. But you got a sense that underneath that, she was just being sarcastic. She knew she was a heel as a character.
But I like Seth being like,
Yeah.
what?
Come on, guys. I'm the architect.
But I mean,
That's what podcasts become.
Ken was like, why did you do what you did? Well, when you put it like that, and AOP go, you know what? I agree with those sentiments.
Yeah.
Who is that? It's a Terrence and Phillip. Hey, come on, guy. Not Saddam Hussein off South.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
come on, guy.
Don't be mad, man.
So Seth Rollins is Saddam Hussein off South Park.
Off South Park.
Off South Park.
Of South Park.
No, of Iraq. Isn't that Iran? Iraq. When did they?
I hope he says that now. Like he does something and someone reacts badly. And he's like, hey, come on, guy. Hop into bed.
It's similar-
Razor.
It's
No, I'm
similar.
the one.
He does
Hop
speak.
into bed.
He does speak like the Canadians on South Park. He does have the
Yeah.
like the
No,
yeah,
but you laugh at them.
No, I didn't mean Seth. That's all.
Oh, right. Oh.
At the end of the day, it turns out Seth has just been Canadian all along.
Oh, that's why no one
Blame
get behind
Canada.
him.
Blame Canada.
blame Canada.
Blame Rollins. Ever since Rollins came along, everything's gone wrong. Blame Rollins.
Kyle's little brother is Canadian as well.
That's right.
Like, yeah.
And he's completely different looking.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's Canadian? Can't believe it. You lied to me all this time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so that's what we think will happen to Seth Rollins. He'll either slowly turn and not realise, or he'll just go full on Canadian.
Yeah.
Seth, please explain your actions. Nah.
I'm not your guy, pal. I'm not your buddy guy. Oh.
Hey,
That's
Simon.
not South Park, is it, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. All right. That's fine. Oh,
I'm
dear
not your
me.
girlfriend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
Didn't they once do a thing where they ended a season on a massive cliffhanger, and then the first episode of the next season was a full-length Terrence and Phillip episode?
That was the first season. He's like, even opens up, he's like, the world was waiting for the... So who was Eric Cartman's dad?
Was it?
And I have to
The
wait till
Denver
next
Broncos.
week, because I'll bring you Terrence and Phillip. I love that episode. But how you got such a negative response, not everyone liked that joke. And sometimes you can be like, hey, we're being meta. It's like, we didn't want that. Oh, sorry. That they rarely repeat it, apparently.
There's those DVD...
Such bad feeling with it. It's funny as hell.
There's like the links on the DVD where they're sat there with a dog, and the dog changes his time.
Yeah,
It's
I remember that.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They're like, hey, everyone. And out of all our episodes, this is Buster's favourite. And the dog changes every time. They're like, we decided to release a full Terrence and Phillip episode. And they're such trolls. They're the biggest trolls. And that's why I think Seth Rollins has turned heel already.
Yeah.
Register to vote, everyone. It's, oh, God.
Yeah, do that.
Bloody
It's a bit
do
late
that.
now.
Save
Oh,
the
aye, it
energy.
is. The deadline's part. I hope you
Oh,
registered
yeah.
to vote, everyone. If you didn't,
You're better off.
if you didn't, 5 years time.
Do we get to show our political allegiances on this podcast?
Yes, if you want to.
Only good things can happen if we do
know.
that.
I don't think it's worth it.
I think
He got hate for talking about... Was it Becky Lynch?
Yeah. yeah, it did, yeah.
Politics? Jesus.
Becky Lynch stuff.
You don't need to look too hard to guess, I suppose, what our political leanings are, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave ambiguous like that.
No, that's it. No, because we're all young and optimistic and that.
Unlike
Yes, we are.
Well, unlike the NHS.
You're young and I like the NHS
I like the
personally.
NHS.
I think it's fantastic.
Just save it, yeah.
Yeah. You're still young in the grand scheme of things. What bracket do you know?
Alright, compared to dinosaurs, I'm young. Thanks.
You're not a boomer yet.
No,
No.
you're not boomer.
Bloody boomers.
Aye.
Some kids could call me boomer. I'm going to feel so bad.
Right.
Yeah, I'm absolutely frazzled, mate. I'm
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's end it. Thank you very much for putting up with this. We know that it may be the 100th episode next week, but in all honesty, it's like the 30th good one.
Next week, we should just release a full-length Terrence and Phillip podcast.
Oh my God! You've done it again, Jack. Brilliant. Write that down.
Should we buy puppets and just do it?
So, one episode. I said, now bring in the puppets. Come on, guys.
Just an hour and a half of puppets making
I
fart
can't believe you
noises.
let Cultaholic down on Survivor Series weekend. So, driver, your last video was terrible. We saw it. You're editing the shot it and pull.
Just say the thing at the
You
end.
could not
will
get a job working at WrestleTalk
Alright,
with that kind of attitude.
Come on, do the deal.
I feel
We're doing that. I don't care what call like friggin' podcast. Thank you very much for joining us. We love all of you, especially Ross on Wrestling, Jack the Jobber,
Thank you.
and Maffew, whose video series got name dropped by KSI again.
Fair enough.
That's right. Yes. Put our hands in the middle of the table and go, KSI rules!
Join-
Vote for KSI for Prime Minister!
Join us.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Hit subscribe, and don't forget, join us